Get your ass up. Out your bed. You can't breathe. You got asthma. Get your ass up. You gonna die. Can you breathe?
Only if your best button up.
You gonna die? 4-game suspension for you.
But we on the west side, baby. Los Angeles.
California.
That's where we broadcast.
Goes high to help you breathe.
California. Kaiser.
Will fix your weed.
Yes, they will.
In the city. Where at, Mark?
City of Anderson.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the city. Where?
Of Antioch.
Antioch. Would you tell the new person this is my job?
I just drift on in there.
I want to take this time. I want to welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. 1, 2, 3. Let your hips move.
Let your hips move.
Did I do too much on that? That's way too much. You weren't ready for that. Let's try it again. Let's try it again.
He's
back
coming out.
Hold on. Here.
Ever since he held that penis, he's never been the same.
All right, ready?
Say the account.
We keep it rocking. Here we go. I want to take this time. I want to welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. 1, 2, 3. Let your hips move.
Oh! Did it again. He did it again.
Let it happen.
Oh, my God.
It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole. Funniest radio show in the country.
This nigga's Howard Rollins.
Hilarious. It's the funniest 4 hours of your day. What you do with the other 20 is your business. We got you on the first one. If you're supposed to be there right now, you be late.
Yeah.
Yeah, you late. Take a little time off your money. You work at McDonald's, just go and stay in the car, and you can go and quit that job.
Well, if you work on salary, it doesn't matter about your time.
Yeah, whatever. You never had that choice, my brother. It's the Rollout Show. Speedy and friends, and I be
Speedy
up in this.
Bitch. Pew, pew.
There you go. Thickness?
You can't text and pume.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
tweeting to turn on the radio.
Oh, okay, cool. Usually we do that before we actually go on air, but thank you for...
We got big jaws. Speedy welcomes everybody to the Wild Wild West, and you tweet everybody to turn their radio on. Okay.
Thank you, Captain
What would we do
Obvious.
without you?
Captain Obvious. In the building. It is
Yes.
New Music Tuesday.
New music.
We're looking for new music and shit that's flying out there, so our intros reflect that.
Yes.
Mark Howie in the building, Washington, D.C. You lost, bitch.
Sorry, it's only one game. It's 2-2. But I feel good when I hear that Snoop Dogg coming.
Who is it?
Snoop Dogg, new shit, California Road.
Snoop and who?
Somebody else trying to sing. All I know is Snoop on it.
Stevie Wonder.
DJ Always. Put that on my list.
I made it to the Speedy list. I feel like I'm in the Oprah book club now.
That shit is dope, man.
Well, Snoop.
Where did Snoop come in at? I heard Stevie. I'm just saying, I heard Steve, but I didn't see Snoop. Neither did Stevie.
You gotta let Stevie
That's
do
dope,
his
man.
thing.
That's dope. This, cheater, this almost could be gas station door open.
Oh, that is it. What's that?
Snoop sound like Stevie right now.
Well, he is in the building with Stevie. Thank you, brother. Hey.
He actually sound real good. Auto-tune is a mug.
Also in the building, 40-inch hips all the way from Chicago.
Yes.
Funny as a motherfucker. Show
Hey.
your love for Aarona.
Hey, it's Aarona, but we're going to get past
Aarona.
that. Don't phonics work for you.
Thank you for coming out, Larry.
Yes.
I'm changing
Good
my
morning,
last name to
everybody. Hey, Aarona Lopez checking in. How art thou?
How art thou?
Yes, this is also off the Snoop Dogg album as well. This is with Kendrick Lamar. This is called I'm Your Dog. Because I'm that nerdy, sexy, cool friend. Yes, I am.
You nerdy?
Nerdy. I had a 4.3 GPA. I'm in these streets scholastically. Huh?
Hysterical.
That doesn't make you a nerd.
Huh? But
In
I know how to rub your feet, make you feel good, and I am the homie. So I'm your dog.
In Chicago, you smart about it?
I was so smart. Super smart.
Like Valerie?
Like number 9 out of 500
4.3.
kids.
Shut the fuck up.
I met the mayor. I had scholarships. I went to U
Did
of
you
I.
say Valerie Twitter?
I think he did.
Wow.
I was trying to ignore it, but
Victoria, that's what I said.
Wow.
you was summa cum laude.
Right.
Who was you?
So, algebra, geometry, trig.
No,
I took trig. I took
Shut the
calculus
fuck
my
up.
freshman year. But you know what's crazy? I don't remember none of that now. You understand?
Me either. So
'Cause
I guess
ain't
we the
use it.
same. I ain't
use it,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Not
I got
quite.
down when it was time to get down.
Can you relate with her education? Are you up on? You took trig and all that shit?
I took a few classes. She sounds extremely smart, though.
She sounds.
She does.
Got to test her out. We got to test her out and find
She
out.
was able to pronounce trigonometry.
You know what I mean? Onomatopoeia, huh? Let's throw some syllables out there.
There you go.
Words.
Sounds.
I took the ACT.
There you go.
What'd you score?
Child by. In English, I got like a 28. The rest of the tests, I think I scored about a 21, 22 across
That's
the
good.
board. It's decent, you know what I mean? Because you can get up to
into
30.
college. You'll get into college.
Yeah, you can get up to 30. Like those type of tests, I was like,
So you could have went to Ivy League?
nah,
No,
I never wanted to.
but you could have.
They probably got some affirmative action program where I could have slid
Hilarious.
on in there, but
Gone to MIT with 4.3.
I really was gonna go to Ann Arbor, University of Michigan, and I did get into Washington of St. Louis, and they're up there. They were like number 4 or 5 in the country at the time when I was applying. So
Washington of St. Louis and Bakersfield.
It's a whole
like
lot
it's
of
like
school.
University of Washington of St. Louis, one of them.
Beautiful and
Yeah,
smart.
a lot of shit. Also in the building, he was he was hall pass monitor at his high school, Crenshaw High. Show your love for Teeter.
State champions.
Good morning. Good mid-morning. Good morning, Guam. Good morning, Federated States of Micronesia. Can't do it without you guys. TDP, Mr. 123 Knox, baby. Stand at the top of the comedy castle waiting for the next topic to tackle right here this morning on our morning show. As we do it like this. This ain't a new jam, but this is my shit. I gotta have my horns. Trying to get it.
Is this 50 or
This is Jim Jones.
Him too.
What ain't old Jim Jones, man?
See, I played this going down Wilshire early in the morning. They like, who in the hell is coming down the street?
6'4" Impala?
Yeah, them horns get them nervous. Thank you, DJ, always, and that's
back-
always in your ears.
That's back in the day when you put that house speaker in the grill.
Oh wow!
Take it out the box and stick it in the grill.
How many dudes used to do that?
Man, I used to take the house speakers wasn't safe around me back in the day.
Shit.
First, I would put the whole box, and I was like, hey, why not just take them out the box, mount them in the vehicle?
But you always had them technical homies who were geniuses like that, who could take the house speakers and hook it up in the car and wire the whole shit up. You like, how you do that?
And don't see shit.
And you don't see no wires. You're like, man, is this wireless?
I do your shit. You better be careful when you get in the car.
Trip over everything.
Hey, are you not going to tape up the wires? No. Just in case you want to turn them off, you have to pull them apart.
It's all about the sound, not the aesthetics.
Get rid of that buzz.
Then you
Remember
got
the buzz? You didn't know how to get that?
The ground.
The grounding, yeah.
I ain't know that.
And then you had the homies who say, man, you got to put your foot on that wire so the buzzing to stop. You got to ground it yourself.
The only thing you had to do was screw it in.
The only time the buzz stop when you
Right,
turn
to
the
the
car
metal.
off. Bitch, watch this. Click. Ain't no buzz now. We at the light, but there ain't no buzz.
Sound like a science project.
Hey, man. It's L.A., bro. You had to have a vehicle. I don't know about D.C. You niggas had bikes and rolled and skateboards and shit. We had
You
vehicles.
had to have a car here. You had to.
You can't get no bitches. No, well,
Nah.
You still do.
it was a
You
must.
can have a personality and get bitches
No.
on the bus.
No,
You
not
can't.
here.
Not in Cali.
Not here.
Maybe
You
in
just
Chicago.
can't play it off good here, but you can do
Yeah,
it.
I like
in
how
Chicago.
Aarona tried to sound reason. You can have a personality and get bitches.
Hey, I see people doing it.
females.
What about you? You let her do with no vehicle with a personality roll up on you?
I mean, I didn't say it applied unilaterally across the board with myself. I just said I've seen it done.
All
That's
right.
all.
My
Oh, I'm trying to move my
Music
bed.
Tuesday,
You, sweetie, I really want
Thank
to
you,
talk
dog.
to you for a few moments.
Fantasia,
Hey.
and Aretha
Franklin?
put you up on game.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I love Aretha Franklin.
Still got that voice, man.
So I pull into the gas station. This is going to come on. I can't get out the car. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker nice.
He's gonna be the one. Cause I'm the first not even trying to get the ooh-wee.
Because, you know, Aretha don't like too many people. In fact, she on the album with Fantasia. I'm like, oh, shit.
Right.
Aretha hate
She
everybody.
exclusive.
That bitch hate everybody.
Does she?
Man. And she won't fly. If she can't take a train or a bus, she not coming.
John Madden.
R. Kelly don't fly.
Really?
No. R. Kelly don't fly.
You take a school bus?
He take 10 speeds.
Way too soon, my brother. Speaking of R. Kelly, are the rumors true? You live in Chicago. Tell the truth.
That's true.
Hey, man, listen.
What is it? Let me ask you a question. What is this about people from Chicago that will not talk about R. Kelly?
It's
They
not
won't.
that- oh, no.
It's like-
I don't care. I really don't care.
So tell the truth.
He probably did. I don't care.
See, motherfuckers won't.
Well, when
let
he
me-
went to court, what happened?
But here's the thing. He makes such good music. We like, yo, they let Woody Allen slide. We gonna keep R. Kelly.
I
We
didn't
gonna
think
keep
about
R.
that.
Kelly.
Woody Allen did marry his stepdaughter.
Woody Allen, Great Balls of Fire. Who that dude?
He adopted his daughter.
No, it doesn't matter.
The
Stepdaughter.
dude, Great Balls of Fire. Who's that? Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
We gonna keep R. Kelly. You're not gonna take away our musical genius.
Cousin.
Yeah.
Cousin.
I mean, because at least whatever was consensual. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Fuck, it's not consensual.
Well, what happened in court?
I don't know.
Not found guilty.
beat
He
the rap.
wasn't guilty, so
That don't
leave
mean
it
it
alone.
ain't true.
But
Right.
But people in Chicago, and I'm not saying anything bad about R. Kelly. I'm just most people I know from Chicago will not speak ill about R. Kelly.
Oh man, we
Why
roll
should they?
with Kels.
Okay, I'm with it. I'll roll with Kel.
He love the city. He's done great things. I mean, people got
He love the kids.
Yeah, he love the Chicago kids.
hey, people got demons, yo. In real life, you just gotta work with them or whatever. So
Fuck him. I got
Played ball with him. He nice dude.
yeah, I don't know
argue
him
like a motherfucker.
personally. I don't know him personally, so I can't just convict and condemn him. You know what I'm saying?
You was in books.
videotape don't mean nothing.
I mean, like I said, he might have did it.
But you ain't.
It was
No, I ain't
it was
arguing with
really not looking good. You understand? It was not looking good.
Anyway, new Tuesday music here. Foxxhole Radio.
He just gonna play I'm a flirt in the background and we ain't say nothing though.
Love that song. I love it.
Little skirts.
We ain't say nothing.
That's absolutely hilarious. Teeter, it's 2 days in a row. Nigga, what the fuck going on?
Shit, it's 7 days.
7 days in a row.
Love it.
You want to explain? We're going to let it go.
No, man, let it be
cool.
what it is, man. Shit.
The day in the life.
Got a new
Enjoy.
got a new shirt on? Nigga, let it happen.
Enjoy our teeter experience.
Mark, you need to get some 5X's in that style. Nigga, don't look at me. I'm thin.
I'm trying not to.
I am so thin.
You need to sign that.
Wide
say
bottoms.
You're as thin as a pachyderm.
Underwear. Well, whatever.
Speedy, keep talking. You're burying yourself.
I'm glad Mark is way at the other end. Shit. It's a beautiful thing down here.
It's a beautiful thing
We
down
just
here.
got to bring that mic down like we used to. Fucking John fixed it now. It works like all the other mics.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to booby trap that motherfucker. Disconnect the wire or something. It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole.
I'm in a
All our
great
social
place.
media is Speedy and Friends on everything.
On everything.
Follow us. Get at us. Let us know, if you're enjoying the show. Let us know if you don't like the show. We'll post that. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about you either. Also, too, if you want to know what we're doing, where we're going to be at next, go to our website, which is speedyandfriends.net.
Yes.
Next weekend, we'll be in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Black Bike Weekend. We're looking for your bike, whatever you're going to be. If you're going to be there, post a picture of your bike on the website so we can give you some love and look for you and your bike and all your homies there. In July, which is coming up soon, in the month of July, we'll be in Palm Springs for the getaway. Black people, you need to get away sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, you
people
do.
in general, you need to get away. I think Aronda's going to be there. Aarona?
Arana.
This is day 3.
It's really going to be day 15. I'm going to still say the same shit.
All right.
Are you going to come? Are you going to
To which one? The Myrtle Beach or?
go? No.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to the Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
2-piece, baby sleep.
I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to have a good time.
Okay, cool.
Palm Beach. What's Palm Beach?
And
Like
we're
2
going to be
hours
there.
away.
And if you want
Palm
to,
Springs?
because we're doing where we party on the floor. So we have our own floor, Foxxhole radio show. This is a World House Show. Have our own floor in Palm Springs. So if you want to party with us, go to the website. We got a little hookup special for you when you go to the website, which is speedyandfriends.net. You go there and you see the hookup, and we got some pictures of that girl.
Oh, is that what we on now?
It's easier.
Oh, okay.
What's your middle name?
Elizabeth.
Show your love for Elizabeth in the building.
Get your ass out here. You will not make me a Sanford and Son character.
All right. Give it up for Elizabeth.
I'm coming to join you, baby.
Right. No.
Show your love for. That's an old ass name for your young lady.
Well, you know what? I'm happy that it's my middle name because it almost was my first name. My mother wanted to name me Beth, and I was like, black girls ain't named Beth. We can't do that.
I know a few.
I can't do it.
But Elizabeth's fine. Give it up for Elizabeth in the building.
I'm named after my daddy. I'm taking that.
Who, Ron? Aaron?
Aaron.
Aaron,
You know what? Speedy.
Speedy. People always ask, how'd you get the name Speedy? And I said, because I was apparently I was a very hyper kid. My mother told me as a kid, but when they ain't had no medicine back then, so they give you nicknames. If I had medicine, I'd be on Ritalin right now.
so your nickname would have been Ritalin?
Pretty much. But back then, they used to give you nicknames. Boo Boo, Man Man. You know, you got all that goofy ass shit. Nay Nay.
And you got Speedy.
And it stuck. So when I started doing stand up, my real name didn't sound right.
What is it?
I do it like this. Please put your hands together for Donald Ray Caldwell Jr. Sound like a pedophile. That's him, mommy. No,
Who's a pedophile?
So anyway, I didn't use that.
Wow, this dude linguistic.
I refuse to use that name.
Remission.
I refuse to use that name.
I mean, what's
Pedophile.
What's wrong with a pedophile?
Is that the top of the line of that? That means you're really hot. You're hot for kids. In the pedophile collection.
Right. R. Kelly on steroids.
That's not.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. We have a pedophile. 2 hour special.
Blazing.
Just have a seat right there, will you?
Wow, pedophile.
He's so speedy, you can't even catch him with the kids.
Really?
Yep.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate that.
Hilarious.
That's what's going down. We did it.
Yeah.
We
Change
did
it again, Lizzie.
Ew, I don't like it.
You don't like Lizzie? So what's
It just don't fit.
and you went with the married last name.
Huh? Oh, yeah,
You
listen.
changed everything, driver's license, all that?
Everything.
Wow.
My legal name is hyphenated, so, because
Which is?
Browning Lopez. But that's too long.
Brownie?
Browning Lopez, yeah.
Browning.
Browning with an ING. Yup. That's what we did. I'm gonna just keep nodding at you.
Yes.
What happened?
You was glad to get married.
That was
Get rid of that.
too many syllables.
Yeah.
So that's good.
All right, cool. Well, you kept the last name. That's good. Did your credit change or go up or down? Or
Neither. It
no?
just stayed
Lopez,
the same.
you know, hey, you never know.
It just stayed the same.
Could be a good Lopez.
I mean, people do a double take in me. That's about it. I'm like, she could
You
be
from New York?
Whatever. Fuck. Right.
You go to
from New York?
auditions, they looking for Mexican. Lopez?
Well,
Then you
she can
stand
go
up.
home.
Yeah, really?
She can go home. That's not what we signed up for.
No.
Where's Selena?
Yeah. All right. Again, thanks everybody for showing up this morning. Again, if you want to reach out to us or if you want to talk to us on our website, just go to speedyandfriends.net.
Right.
We got mad conversations in there. I think Tiffany is in there because she went to school for this. It is now time for Quanta News. Hear ye, hear ye. Come one, come all. Mark Howard.
Reluctantly doing sports here.
We talked about the phone shit, nigga. God
No,
damn.
I'm getting my scores, man.
That's why I said
Reluctantly.
just print them out, dude.
I didn't have time to do that shit, man. Well, my Wizards lost. We don't have John Wall, so it's going to be a struggle.
And y'all had action. You had a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, Gortat could make a damn layup or whatever down the stretch, but then Paul Pierce had another look to tie it up and missed.
I tell
And
you
he
what
put
it
in
is.
work. He had 30 points. Bradley Beal is growing up before
There's
our
a
eyes.
reason why people start. because there's certain games. I mean, I'm just saying, if John was there, that's the game that y'all need him in.
He's a star player.
Session is nice, but he's coming off the bench. He's not going to win certain games for you that you need to be won, and you need is your.
Well, John Wall is our best player. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. But Bradley Beal is one of our best players, and he didn't have
31?
31 points. I mean, and those are kind of numbers that he needs to do. He's having a better postseason than he is regular season.
Twist his ankle. This motherfucker.
He's been injury prone. He was worried about it before when he first twisted his
paper ankles.
Yeah, but he's healthy, and John Wall's the one that's out. Doesn't look like he's going to come back. But we lost to the Hawks, 106-101. The Hawks are playing great team ball. They live and die from the outside. Jeff Teague stepped up, played real well, so I got to give him credit on that tip. It's going to be a tough win without John Wall, no doubt about that. And now we give him back home court advantage. But the Warriors took back their home court advantage. Mm-hmm. They went ahead and
showed themselves yesterday.
Let the Grizzlies know, nigga, we not playing right now. So 101-84. The Golden State Warriors beat the
Warriors. Remind me, as far as the Clippers are concerned, it's like Dodgers playing St. Louis Cardinals. I think the Warriors for the Clippers is their.
No, I don't believe that. I think the Clippers are definitely ready, and I think head-to-head, one thing the Clippers have over the Warriors, I think they have a better coach.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
So, I mean, Kerr's doing a great job, but he's still new to this. Doc Rivers is ready. I think that, hey, Curry had 33 points last night and 5 assists. So they're playing better team ball. Draymond Green.
That's the only sport you got. There's other shit going on.
The scores, man. It's playoff time.
No, it's other shit, other sports. Mark,
there it is. You want to go through the whole baseball thing? I mean,
that's what you're here for.
Well,
what's going on in hockey?
You didn't really put that up. My Caps had a 3-1 lead. Now they blew that. That's 3-3 going into tonight. At the New York Rangers has been the best team, so we're pulling for them.
Your baseball team's doing good.
The Nats are doing well. Both of them.
You do sports, you just do two pieces of it.
We've been covering playoff action, so don't even try that shit.
He started off with his bullshit.
Selfish sports.
We've been doing playoff
So you
action.
love for selfish sports.
You want me to do more scores, we'll do it. But
no, nigga,
Coach,
that's
selfish.
what it's called. Sports.
We was 5 minutes after one part of talking about the Wizards, man.
But we don't talk about just your sports.
When I did
Teeter Sports Ticker, I covered
Thank you, Teeter.
the gamut of sports.
Right. And
Ping pong, volleyball, whatever.
I'm glad you brought
surfing.
Ping pong?
Yeah. And he didn't look at his phone.
Okay. The thing is this. It had been done since a little bit when you weren't here as much, and now I've introduced the playoff part.
Why are you nervous?
So we're doing playoff scores.
No, we're doing sport.
We're doing
Who is we?
NBA playoff
We're
scores.
not. I didn't say
we're a family here.
Mark, I didn't say let's do sports playoff.
You didn't say anything.
I said
introduced
sports.
I introduced it. Back.
Still sports. You do it all.
Okay. Then tomorrow I'll do it all.
No, you won't be here tomorrow.
He been fucked up.
You gotta. See, that's cool, but you gotta have a little twist, a little twang
No, you
with
don't.
that DC sound.
No,
he
you
been fucked up.
I'm
That's
not
where
from
it's gotta
DC,
go.
so I'm from DC.
So,
But I respect the city.
Put that shit up,
So I'm just giving you a little attitude. But no, on the real, we've been doing.
And before
playoffs.
we go to that, we do have a clip, which that's why I was trying to get you into sports about what happened to.
Tom Terrific.
Yeah, they got
we can
four
go that, yeah.
4 game suspension.
4 game suspension.
But
for
I
Tom
like what his
Brady.
linebacker said. I mean his tight end.
Of
How you
course you
confuse
would.
the two?
And check this out.
Gronkowski.
Check this out. Yeah, check this out.
First, the Patriots tight end didn't have much to say on the subject. He simply flexed his muscles and walked away.
Spent the whole weekend with Tom. What did you think about Tom?
The gun show isn't all he did. A few hours later, Gronk made a video for Bleacher Report's Uninterrupted segment to give a more explicit message. First, he bashed the media for caring more about Deflategate than his charity event for kids.
What about all the fundraising for the kids? All the kids, everyone doing a great job, all the behind the scenes that I do, Robin Ride for Kids does.
Then he flexed again while giving a warning shot to the NFL.
You know, these sure aren't deflating. These are only inflating. So get ready, because I'm going to be ready.
For more on the NFL's 103-day investigation into underinflated footballs, click here. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the Fumble.
It's nuts!
Play.
And there's only one thing you can deflate. These nuts! Nuts! Nuts!
Wow.
Really?
We'll take a quick break. Come right back.
Really?
Deflate these nuts, bitches.
Oh, jeez.
Gronk, Fetty Rap, and Drake.
He said horrible.
He's horrible.
I thought y'all like.
I like Drake, but run that back. The intro, like I wouldn't want it.
I thought y'all like that kind of stuff.
Horrible. Horrible.
I like Future though.
It's the rollout show.
Future got a bravado about him that like he don't try to sing.
That nigga cannot sing.
He can't sing, but it's
Why
not.
is he coming out?
He harmonizes
always.
and talks. But this dude,
Are you
is
taking it
just
personal always?
Yeah, yeah.
He put his hand on his hip. Future cannot sing.
Did he wave his hand like
I
bitch?
saw that.
I was like, what the hell going on with our DJ?
That was horrible.
Crying.
Right.
It's the rollout show right here on the Foxxhole. It's Speedy and Friends, and I'll be Speedy.
Yes, you are.
We were just.
Good morning, Yokohama. It's morning time in Yokohama.
Yokohama.
God damn, every day is another line added to it. John ain't no joke with this shit.
John be hooking me up.
I see.
Places I never even heard about this morning.
Like,
Oh, what was that? Auckland?
That's in New Zealand.
how do you pronounce it?
Auckland.
Auckland.
See.
Auckland, New Zealand. They get
Education is coming in for it. Yeah.
4.3.
And she can see it. I am right here and I can't see that shit.
Dude, I want to travel the world. I want to be like one of those world traveling blogger people.
Really?
Man, listen. Yes.
That would be your get down?
I would totally do that. I would totally do that. I want to see everywhere.
Where have you been?
Chicago.
L.A.
LA.
No, I've been to London. I've been to Canada. And I've been all over the contiguous 48 states.
contiguous. Nice.
Yeah.
Great word.
Yeah.
Even
Like, for
John
real.
wrote that down. He was, I don't even know that one. That's a cool
Because I've
word.
never been to Alaska. I've never been to Hawaii. So.
Hawaii's great. Alaska is over. I've been to Alaska.
Really? I heard they got
Did the comedy show
daytime
there.
for like 12 hours and that's crazy.
Daytime for days.
Daytime for days.
Yes.
Okay, Mark.
Captain Obvious. This nigga is the fucking worst.
It's
man.
12 hours. It's more than 12 hours.
Did you audition there?
On a Saturday.
What you come my way?
It's still corner news. Baby girl, what you got for us, Lizzie?
Oh, well, see, you know what? I didn't even respond almost because I was like, who the hell is? Oh, that's me. That's funny. Former UN.
Fuck it all up. Guess you love for Linda.
Right, you just gonna call me anything.
Anything
Baby
right
girl.
now. Baby girl.
Start talking. Right.
You don't want to know what I really was going to say.
You know what? Keep it to yourself.
Okay, we'll do.
Keep it to yourself,
Ship them
brother.
hips. Ship them hips.
The former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan offers solution to global warming. According to, actually, I think it's Kofi Annan.
Yes.
Excuse me. Kofi Annan has a solution for global warming, and that is eat bugs.
Huh?
That's right. Eat bugs.
Protein.
He says that it's a major threat. Global warming is a major threat to the livestock industry. It's a major threat to the climate. And he suggests that the alternative is to protein. Alternative source of protein is in bugs. Eating
Any particular one?
you know what? It doesn't say particular ones, but he has a direct quote. Eating insects is good for the environment and balanced diets. It represents 14.5% of all human-caused greenhouse gas. Oh, no. Sorry. Eating insects is good for the environment and balanced diets. And he is promoting this because he wants global warming to decrease because that 14.5% of human-caused greenhouse gas emissions is messing up the ozone layer.
Okay, hold that thought right there.
Bam.
So if you had to eat insect, what particular insect would you eat?
I think ants.
What a wonderful.
See, I jumped right in there.
Okay, what do you chocolate ants or you gonna eat them straight up?
Yeah, I might put a little ketchup on them or something. Like, I got a flavor.
Not the
of
red
them.
one. Don't fuck with the red one.
I might put some Sweet Baby Rays on some ants and go to town if I had to.
If you have to,
If we talking about end of days, apocalypse, Walking Dead,
you gotta eat something.
I got to eat something. Ants.
How about you, Howard?
You spill
You
some
gotta
Sweet
eat.
Baby Rays, some ants are going to come get it.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, Mark,
Hakuna Matata.
what would you eat, bro? You gotta eat something, but it ain't your regular food.
You
It's
know, the
only
one with
insect.
the really crunchy kind with the filling inside. Slimy but satisfying.
Which one?
Maybe, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking of
Cockroaches are
I'm thinking
crunchy.
of the Lion King where they was eating all the bugs and shit. You know, Hakuna Matata. No, fuck, man. I don't about no bugs, man. Shit.
Teeter.
Some old silly questions.
You're faced with not being able to eat regular food. You have to eat insects. Which one you going to eat?
Locust.
Really?
Wow. He thought about it.
Yeah.
Why locust?
Mark didn't.
Because they eat vegetation, and there's a billion of them, and they are a very healthy meal.
Do you put them on a stick?
No, you bite the heads off, you chew the body.
Oh, you ain't
Sound like
you're not
crawfish.
cooking it or nothing?
Because it's enough of them. I'm not going to be wasting them.
At least he always got a plan. He gonna be full. Speedy, what would you have?
Red velvet bugs.
Speedy gonna dip everything in ranch.
You right. You motherfucking right. That's the only way I'm going to
Speedy love
have
ranch.
about 9 grasshoppers. I'm going to dip this little motherfucker in there. Stop moving your feet.
This dude going to have a bag full of pancake beetles.
Deep fried.
If I only had some syrup.
The new Roscoe's.
Pancake beetles.
He gonna make funnel cake out of everything.
No, I would probably do grasshoppers.
That's in the locust family.
Yeah.
That is.
I don't know how I'm going to catch him. That's going to be a motherfucker right there. God damn it, this motherfucker quick. I'm going to need a net. Or
The hardest shit to get something to eat. Somebody gonna ask you for something. Can I have
Remember being young trying to catch a grasshopper? Them motherfuckers
Butterfly.
hop like a motherfucker.
Put him in a little jar.
Or a lizard? Yeah, you got. Even when you caught it, you grabbed the tail and he got loose. Like he left his tail. This motherfucker gone.
Did you ever used to catch the lightning bugs back in the day?
No,
Used to do that shit.
no.
Get up.
Okay, John, you had to eat an insect. What would you eat?
I've read crickets are the way to go.
Crickets?
Crickets. Share protein.
Do you cook them or just?
I've never done it.
I'm saying, would you put a little flame on them or you take it right to the head like Teeter?
Well, I think I'd probably try to fry it up, maybe.
Right.
Thing.
Yeah, I got to cook it.
Me too.
But you're right. I'm gonna have some ranch. I don't know where I'm gonna get it from because I'm gonna have a nice little stash of ranch and I'm dipping whatever I gotta eat.
There's gonna be some diner somewhere that's abandoned with an abundance of ranch. You just gotta kick open the back door. You know, some Carl's Jr. that somebody overlooked. You know, it's ranch.
Oh, we're saying end of the world type.
Yeah, like there's no more meat and you have to eat an insect or that's all you have to pick from.
You ain't gonna be choosy at that point.
Well, the grubs are supposed to be good too.
But if you're talking about taking a choice of cutting back, eating.
No. It's
Animals.
apocalypse, just like she said.
Okay.
Mark, that's why I'm trying to get you to go there. You like,
No, he's saying a solution to global warming.
I got that. But my question to you was, there's no more meat. You have to eat an insect. Which one are you going to pick?
Forcing you to pick one.
Roaches.
Is global warming real, though?
It is.
It was snowing in, where was it? At this time of year, I think it was Denver. And everybody was caught off guard because they had to postpone the baseball game because it shouldn't be snowing in May.
Why
in
it
Denver.
shouldn't be?
Because normally in Denver,
What does Normandy have to do with this?
At the Normandy Casino, they was betting on it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a local casino here in Los Angeles, just in case you live in Chicago.
Do you think
what
Right.
the fuck he's talking about?
You think weather really opposed to
Weather?
Weather
Okay, go ahead.
opposed to anyone's calendar?
No, but I do believe that the seasons are what they are. And they've
Seasons
been
are
that way.
man-made.
No, they're not. It's just
Seasons are calculated.
Seasons are calculated.
Based
man-made.
upon
Man-made.
the sun.
Yeah.
Well, he's right in the sense of how we got them.
Hey,
They're
check
categorized.
this out.
Described.
Newbie.
Their description described by
Lizzie
man.
Borden. Check this out.
It ain't my fault you ain't never read a book. Listen, coloring books don't count, brother.
They do have words.
I need you. You got a smartphone. You got kids. What are you teaching them? What are we doing?
School teachers fuck with that shit.
Because weather going to do what it want to do. It has no bearing on
So
your
you're saying
calendar.
there's no such thing as global warming? That is all. So you're Republican now. You don't believe that shit.
Why does it have to be
Because
defined
they
by
don't believe in
class?
global warming. And they won't even say the word.
They believe in it. They just don't.
No, they what I just said.
Yeah,
They
that
know
is what he
it's, they
said.
know it's what it means.
I could have sworn that's what I just said. Maybe he need to read a
You
book.
said they don't know.
I said they won't acknowledge. They won't even say the word.
Right.
Just like in California, talk about this drought, but you selling bottles of water every day. all
Now
day.
that I don't believe in. I'm glad somebody said it. I don't believe in. I don't
That
believe.
there's a drought.
Man, listen. First of all,
Not
water is
here.
abundant.
They're talking about in the fields where the food and all that stuff is, not here. But I mean, it's here, but you know what I mean.
But
No,
circulate the water. We live off the ocean. I mean, I know that they have like pictures and different things like that. They said that the sea level was at this level and then it shrank and then whatever. But that can just be a seasonal thing. But you're not going to tell me that there's a water shortage and you still got the fountains on in Echo Park. I'm not falling for it. Turn that shit off. It's a water shortage, really? But we got restaurants wasting water with lemon on tables. Restaurants.
Point taken.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a water shortage.
One thing we can agree, not being from L.A., you notice when you go to a restaurant, you don't get water at the table.
Exactly.
You go anywhere else in the other part of the country,
You have to ask for it.
No, water comes with you.
Well, I'm saying here you have to ask
and here you have to ask for it because of the...
John, do you believe in global warming?
Oh, of course, it is happening.
See?
It's a fact.
Thank you, John.
What's the fact about it, John? I believe in you. That's why I'm asking. I believe you.
I don't think there's any doubt. Well, first of all, I have to look at the world such that those smarter than me, I have to defer to them once in a while. And
Okay.
the overwhelming opinion among deep-thinking scientists is that global warming is man-made, and it is happening. And, of
Okay.
course, you can see it in the environment, and it is
fossil
caused...
fuel.
The rainforest. Yeah.
Sure. And the drought, come on. Are you being serious?
Get her, John!
Are you being serious?
Yes, the drought is happening. And, I mean, of course, it's going to turn off the fountains at some point as
Right.
things get progressively worse. But,
Right.
no, game on.
In order
Game
for California to even catch up to what it needs, it'd have to rain for, what, let's say 3 months or something straight. For it to get even.
I would have to look into that.
Yeah, but it looks like 3 months.
Perhaps, but it's a major problem that's not going to be solved in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
Now. See,
All I'm saying
I read
is-
some shit.
I did
All
too.
that shit you're doing. You read a
I
dictionary,
did too. But my point is this: they being hella wasteful if it's really that serious.
Well, I mean,
You know
I've
what
been
I'm
in
saying?
California for 21 years now, and when I first got, the drought was real, at least under that kind of understanding here. Then they had the El Nino, which was a long amount of drizzle, basically. And it seemed like the drought was not as big of an issue now. Now it's just kind of coming back in the
Once
last year or
again,
two.
the question was, is global warming real? And I said yes.
I believe so. I believe so.
Teeter?
Well, John made a very good point.
Wow.
Oh, so you gonna
Even though
take-
I said the same thing.
You gonna take
You
the
didn't say the
European
same
over
thing.
us, huh?
Pretty much. I just didn't put basically, had I put that on there, you
Because
would
John
have
said game on. So when Europeans say game on, it's serious.
And he looked us in the eye.
Yeah, well, he looked you in the
He
eye.
looked you now. Are
Well, he
you
looked me in
serious?
the eye.
Yeah, you moved.
Because we still drink soda and Kool-Aid and all that stuff. So, we need the water to make these type of things. But just drinking actual, just water, we don't. No.
So do you really believe if we cut back, that's actually going to help? No. Because I can go, you can go down any street right now, somebody got water on, they'll have the sprinklers on and it's raining.
Right. I'm just saying. I think if you cut back, it
Am I lying?
will help.
No. Anyway.
That's funny.
It's a
That's
drop in
true.
the bucket. Yeah, it's
Funny,
true
that's
shit.
true.
You go to a park because the shit is set to go off at a certain time. It's raining and the sprinklers are going, and it's on the sidewalk. Even though they're supposed to get a ticket, I don't know who's supposed to give them that ticket.
Sheriff?
Is it the water police? No,
Sheriff.
no, police don't do that. No, it's not the police to give them a ticket.
No, people usually take pictures and then turn them in. And then
So how you gonna conserve water? Conserve. I said that. Conserve with a B.
Well, you're supposed to take shorter showers. Like I don't take no long shower. Women usually be in there for 2-3 hours.
I don't.
My stepson, we call him the 2-hour showers because he takes 2-hour showers. He just let the water run. I say, my man, I have to knock on. What are you doing? I was doing something. I said, nigga, with the shower's running, turn the shower off till you get in it.
He's beating off.
He was.
Yeah.
he needs the
came
sound
out.
of water.
Well, just to bring this up before we switch topics, another benefit that Kofi was talking about in eating the bugs to reduce meat consumption to help preserve the environment, it reduces heart disease and cancer. So that could be, a benefit there as well.
Oh, shit.
Because of the level.
A bug a day.
Can keep the cancer away. Boom. High five, Mark. We was on point. Bam.
So let's all eat a bug a day.
That's what he's suggesting.
Okay, Mark. Okay, Tita, you doing locusts?
Locusts.
I'm doing grasshoppers. You
Barbecue ants, baby.
doing ants. Howard, do you ever pick one?
No.
He gonna starve.
Fuck those on. Give me a burger.
You're gonna ride out with the disease.
Can't say he never done nothing to me.
That's not funny.
I go with, what the idea with Tita said with the locusts or grasshoppers. I can go with that.
Okay.
And John's going with crickets.
Crickets, because he said they're
Protein.
bountiful.
What would everybody out there go with?
Yeah, call in or go to our website, speedyandfriends.net. Let us know what insect, if you had to eat one,
You had to.
which insect are you going to go ahead and devour, or you going to put some ranch on? Or at least put a little hot sauce. Black people put some hot sauce on anything.
The hot
Make it
sauce
taste
or a
good.
living bug.
I wonder what's the
around.
nutrition in beetles. You know,
John?
Pancake beetles, John.
John?
Yeah,
Are beetles nutritious?
I'm sure that they provide some level.
some level.
It's like, look, John don't know none of this shit, but he knows how to at least sound like he.
John is
I'm
great.
sure there's some whatever. I can't get that shit out. I could never talk. I had friends like that in high school, like, dude, it's Don. They would call me Don. You're like, Don. I'm like, it's Speedy.
That could have been a
all my
stage
black
name.
friends call me Speedy. I'm like, Don. Dude, fuck, man. I'm just telling you, dude. And they're all fucking cool. And one of my best friends, Dave, I used to go over his house. And he turned me on to Led Zeppelin. He turned me on to Stairway to Heaven.
Homosexuality.
Pretty much.
He just turned you all the way on, huh, Speedy?
He had the black light in the room.
That's how it all starts.
That's not what happened.
Yes, it is.
While you were experimenting with mind-altering drugs.
Hey, Don, put these in your ass to get a full effect of it.
He put something in a condom and ran it up in you.
No, he didn't. Stupid.
And what else did he say about global warming? Is it just to eat the bugs? And
Yep.
cut down
was
on
it.
our meat consumption?
Yep, cut down meat
But the thing
consumption.
I like
That was
the
all he
part
said.
about it's not that it's going to cure it. It would do what?
It would cut down meat consumption.
No, I meant as
and-
far
and
as the
factors.
diseases.
Oh, well, it would reduce heart disease, cancer, and other diseases.
Because there's over 27 drugs that they pump into the beef to
Exactly.
preserve it for consumption.
And in the factories and all that smoke and all that, everything. Just industry.
Processing.
All right, so hit us up on our social media, which is speedyandfriends.net. Let us know what particular bug you would eat, and we'll get that out.
Flies have no nutritional value, right?
Because you can't catch them. It's a Roll Out Show right here on the Foxxhole, Speedy and Friends.
Yeah, your hero has just been the fame.
Oh, my God. We were
Man.
off air. We always have conversations, and we were talking about Bear, with a guy that,
Survival man.
yeah, and they drop him in certain places, and John revealed, which makes sense, because I'm thinking that he was, stuck in these little
what you were
remote
thinking.
areas with nothing and made something out of nothing, and John,
And the cameras was just on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he stayed at hotels.
Not that long ago, the show was extremely popular, but the truth is he was actually staying in hotels at night, and some things were manufactured, so you'd see this fantasy take place before you on the TV show, and you'd say, "Oh my goodness, this is incredible! How is he building that raft from those twigs?" But it turns out when the cameras were pointed elsewhere, they would manufacture these things, and then he would go and sleep in a hotel at night, that kind of thing.
Right. Try to tell you, but you don't listen.
So there's no Santa Claus.
I'll look into that.
It's like, how could you do all this stuff in an hour, though, really, Speedy?
I get that part of it, but I didn't think that. Because what's
you
the
need
other
the camera
guy?
crew
The
and
two
stuff like
guys,
that.
and one guy walks around with no shoes on. He don't believe in shoes.
That's the real question. What
What?
are the camera crew eating? Like, he don't just kill
Yeah,
the bear and
and
do
I-
all
and
of that and then go, hey,
And I
y'all
did
want
think
some?
about that. I did think about it because
Hey. TV, reality TV.
They film
I used to
all
watch-
at the Universal Studios.
in the
Right,
parking lot.
he
It's
never
there,
Right
left.
at the Sheraton.
He
I
never
seen him in
left.
the hallway. I said, "What, you just in the woods?"
Well, I said I talked about this on the air. What is it? Where the guys were going and buying the storage wars,
Right.
and the guy wanted more money. The one that goes, "Yeah," well, he wanted more money. I think they're going into the third season. They were like, "No, we ain't gonna pay you." And then he let the cat out the bag that all of it was staged. That they knew which lockers to bid on, which ones to bid on.
Why would you think it would not be staged?
I don't know. Exactly. Because you want to believe sometime, man. You just, I'm sorry.
Wow.
You want to turn your mind off and be entertained.
Just for a minute.
You believe that those are really real housewives of Atlanta.
So you believe Good Time, they was really in the projects? You really believe that?
I thought they was in Chicago and they never could get out because something would always happen with James.
Right.
But every time you looked out that back window with James be, with JJ be painting, why you never saw nobody else walking in the windows back there? You never thought about that?
Because they was on the 15th floor.
And there's 15 floors behind them.
I saw a bird come by, another pigeon.
None of that. You
No
never saw
birds
that
in the ghetto.
A helicopter never flew by.
Pigeons.
There
all
was
over the
never nobody in the hallway walking by just putting their key in the door.
Thank
That
you.
was the smallest hallway.
Well,
in Earth.
Willona?
That was.
Willona?
Nah, she lived upstairs, though. She
You
was
never-
all
She lived, no, she lived across the hall.
Oh, she did live across the hall.
Across the hall.
You never saw the first floor on Good Time.
You never
You
did.
never mingled in the first floor. You saw somebody going up this elevator or coming down the stairs.
Well,
But
elevators
the
never
junkie
worked.
ended up being there that one time.
Apparently.
Elevators
Well, they
never
worked the time because they went up and down. But that one time with the kid that couldn't hear that well and the elevator opened.
Sweet Daddy took the elevator when he came.
Sweet Daddy. Elevator did work for Sweet Daddy.
They ain't never take the trash
It was so
out.
weird.
None of
Watching that show, every time something good was going to happen, it failed. And when you watching it, and it was kid like, oh, where you watch Brady Bunch, nigga, life was always good for the Brady Bunch. The only L they took is when Peter's ears were too big and he taped them down. Remember that the episode? He taped his ears down because they were too big.
Just had a record
Then when
deal.
Marsha got hit in the nose with the football.
Oh yeah, and her nose swole up and she couldn't go to school because I think she had class pictures or some shit she was supposed to do.
Nigga, they got a record deal, nigga.
No, that was the Parker family. That was the Parker family.
No, they got a record deal because remember when Peter?
Oh, yes.
Peter's voice was changed. This motherfucker figured out how to do it.
Sure
when
did.
it's time to change, all that bullshit.
Sure did. And Good Times couldn't get out the ghetto.
Hell no. My mom hated for me to watch that show because of that shit.
Really?
Just thought it was just a bad representation of us. Only thing that we could get on TV was that. She hated that shit. Man.
Wow.
My,
thought it was
my
a
parents.
great show.
I mean, I love
Because my dad was James Evans. That was my dad.
Y'all could never get out
Hook,
together?
line, and sink. Hilarious. No, my dad worked at General Motors, so we were out together. But that was my dad. He was no nonsense. He didn't believe nothing else but whooping your ass.
Right.
You wasn't going to talk back. Like I had just yesterday.
Did your mom always say, damn, damn, damn?
Can I ask y'all a question? And Tita, you can help me out with this. So I'm talking to my wife in the living room. We're having an adult conversation. And
What other kind of conversation would
and
you
her
have?
son comes downstairs and chills. And I said, he should go upstairs. We're talking. She's like, why? I said, because we're grown. And he's staring at me in my mouth. And I remember being a kid, you couldn't be in the room.
No.
You couldn't be nowhere around when grown folks was talking.
True.
And just to say I'm a chill. So she was like, well, why can't he be down there? Because I said, we're talking. So he should go upstairs while we're talking. He shouldn't be staring me in my face while we're talking. We ain't talking kid shit. So am I right or wrong?
Nah, you was right.
Speedy, you should blog, man, your experiences with a white woman. Because it's different shit.
Yeah, because you guys come from two different cultures. I think you guys need
different
to get
culture.
more into the culture thing first.
And I tried to tell her. Then I tried to. I said, "Well, when I was growing up, you couldn't even be once people. You couldn't even. As soon as you come downstairs and people talking, you had to go on back upstairs and go to your room. That was just. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good
Just
story.
wanna know if I'm right or
It's a
wrong.
good story on that different contrast of your culture, her culture, your time of growing up, your reference as a child that you reflect to your kids. That's some good shit, Speedy.
Yeah, so we should do that as our topic.
So how old is he?
6.
Oh,
Oh, he really ain't a bit. He couldn't even contribute to the conversation.
But my thing, he just snuggled up under her, and I said, well, he should go upstairs. He's like, for what? Why? I'm like, because we're holding the conversation.
That's her baby.
He need to know that adult time is adult time.
Yeah.
What was the end result? Did he go upstairs, or did you go?
or
upstairs?
did you go upstairs?
I'm gonna go lay down.
I did like this. You know what? Let's not talk. We'll talk later. Well, I don't understand what the problem is. The problem is he's down there looking me in my mouth.
So you went up in your room and started talking to that bird outside the window.
The problem is she's not listening to you. That's the problem.
True.
If she doesn't understand, she's not
So
listening.
call in. What's the number there, baby girl?
855-960-3699.
We want to know how you feel about it. Should kids underage be in a room? We're grown, or am I overthinking this? Maybe somebody out there like, no, it's okay for a kid to be in the room. We'll be right back.
Tell you she listening to you now.
We are back. It's the Rollout Show right here, top of the hour. You should be at work. Don't be in your car. Go on to work.
We just found out off air Speedy is not a man.
Not at his home.
What do you mean?
Not a man.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
The opposite of being a man.
We'll get to that later. People are hitting us up on our social media, which is speedyandfriends.net. And right here,
Smart guy.
Smart guy's
Hey,
back.
welcome back.
What's up, man?
So, what are they saying, man?
Stephanie Soul Sister says she would batter some ants in beer batter and eat them like popcorn shrimp.
Popcorn ants.
She's a genius.
Beer batter. Okay. Where you going to get beer?
We going to stove.
Quadre said that as far as eating insects, it would be beetles, caterpillars, bees, wasps, ants, grasshoppers, locusts, and cricket.
He thought about it.
He served in the special forces for 10 years, so it's already been
That's a
done.
nice trail mix he got.
I'm about to say, wait a minute, the bees?
I done ran out of bees in my bag.
Copy and
Bug
paste that to
salad.
me. Copy and paste
What
that.
part of the bee you going to eat, though? What part of
The body.
Really?
Yeah.
Where the honey and stuff is.
Nah, you pull the
Girl,
skin
if you don't stop, the honey ain't in the body.
he
There's a little bit in there.
eat it, then he die.
That's
Like
what
he sting
said.
people and die. He eat the pollen.
Put that on your
The
pancake
wasp.
beetles,
Yeah,
Speedy.
you take that.
Okay, who else, man?
Oh, that's it. Those two right
So hit
there
us up
for now.
on speedyandfriends.net. Let us know if you had to eat an insect, which assortment. I guess my man had a trail bag of.
Nice. That's a nice little mix.
Copy and paste that to me. I need an apocalypse. I need an apocalypse list.
I can see him reaching his hand, a bag full of all them bugs, shaking them up and popping in his mouth.
Man,
So what was it again? What
He
all
said beetles, caterpillars, bees, wasps, ants, grasshoppers, locusts, and crickets.
Imagine trying
it
to
was
catch
everything we said, though. That's dope.
How you catch all that shit? He was like, nigga, I got the bees.
He said he served 10 years in the
Face be
armed
all
forces.
fucked up.
He did it
Face all
before.
fucked up. You been in a bee nest. I got him though.
Yeah, the military always teaches survival.
Yeah.
You got to survive off the land.
Just lie on the ground, let them crawl up on you. They'll come to you. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we were a good bunch, though. Everything he said and he trained, we said those. Ants, grasshopper, locusts.
Except for what Mark said.
Marcus just agreed with the majority.
Piggyback off another dude.
Or Wendy's number 2, nigga.
The double stack.
With bacon.
That's pork. I don't eat pork.
It's a real.
Now you got standards.
Yeah, pork eat you though.
Can I get a bacon burger, no bacon?
What?
Fuck them up at the drive-thru.
Yeah, we had some fries and no salt.
I still like fucking them up by giving them the change. I gave them 806. I gave the woman 6 cents. You know the fuck to do.
No, you give them 7 cents. Then they really
They
stuck.
won't hand you the penny.
They stuck.
back.
They like,
Oh, you give them 5 cents and they'll get you for that 1 penny. Like, okay, what we gonna do?
You really gonna trip on the penny?
But next time you bring it, okay?
it's the Rollout Show right here. We're still in Quantum News.
Yes.
Teeter, what you got for me, dog?
Top reason why workers quit their jobs. Quitting a job. Quitting a job isn't something most people do lightly. Employees have to give them a really good reason or several. So what ultimately pushes someone out the door? Question mark. Some top factors cited by workers in Europe, Asia, and North America are minimal wage growth. Are you having that problem on jobs? Or you can't get that proper raise you want in the new department and all that because it's all the politics involved with that. Lack of advancement opportunities and excessive overtime. That's a factor that goes. According to a new survey by EY, over 10,000 full-time employees in 8 of the world's largest economies, the United States, Brazil, Mexico, United Kingdom, Germany, India, China, and Japan. Also on the list, companies and departments that don't encourage teamwork, 71% they say. Bosses who don't give employees some flexibility, and when there is flexibility in where they work, such as telecommunication field, and that's 65%. In offices where there a sense that you'll be penalized if you opt for a flexible work schedule is 67%. So it's called flexibility stigma in the workplace. So the whole, I think the whole 9 to 5 thing is pretty shot. So people just basically working 24 hours a day, different type of schedules and different events. It's like the big companies where they had automotive, it was like, man, you go from this time and you off at this time.
I think the weirdest time when I did work, I had a job where I went to work at 12 o'clock Oh, no, I'm sorry. I went to work at 4 in the morning and I got off at 12.
Now, I used to work at Crystal Casino. I used to get in at 9 and get off at 6 a.m.
In the morning? Oh,
Yep.
my goodness.
And it's such a opposite.
It's weird.
Yeah, my body.
You got to go to sleep.
Yep.
And you won't. And then it fucks you all up. Because I would just hang out at the clubs till around 3.
Yep.
Go right from there to work. Get home at 12. And then I was...
Then you sleep in the day. It's just a mess.
It was a mess. And then I had a job where I got paid on Wednesday. When I tell you, come Thursday morning, I'm asshole broke. Because Friday, you get paid on Fridays, you can make that work. I got paid on a Wednesday. It was a wrap. Yeah, shit. All right. In other corner news, I love this one.
I'm not finished.
I'm sorry.
Other leading factors that workers say would cause them to say too much overnight business travel. So people are still doing that whole thing where you got to fly in and how these PowerPoint presentation meetings and all of it, and everybody doesn't go anywhere. You got to go back to the hotel, then you got to go fly to another city and do the same thing, and that is 62% of people doing that. Would you like that kind of job?
Yeah. Flying in and out of the States, yeah.
You like that?
We do it for comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, because I love doing just because for me, being on the plane means I'm about to get paid, so I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else's foot in the bill. And I like hotel room.
Okay.
Well, at least with a candle in them.
And when there are too few senior managers who are juggling business, family, and lives. So kids is a big factor in that because, you got to get the money to get the kids in school and clothes and feed them and this, that, and the other. Because kids don't care if you have a job or not. They just know December 25th they need some gifts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big factor on whether you walk from your job or not.
You know what's interesting about that? There was an article I was reading about America turning everyone into a consumer culture and how, we really work all these jobs and all these hours so we can afford the things we see on TV. Mm-hmm. But it just keeps us in this endless cycle of working to make barely enough to buy stuff we can barely afford.
Right. America is the biggest hood.
And with that, great segue. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie spent $82,000 in taxpayer money at concession stands at NFL games.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. But the Republican Party reimbursed the state to avoid, making it look like something other than it is, but it is what it is.
That's not true.
Mr. Christie spends a lot of money at the games. He spent another $82,000 at the Delaware North Sports Service, which is at MetLife Stadium for the Giants and Jet games. So he spent $82,000 on that. And apparently he likes to shop at, I think it's called Wigman's Food Market. He spent $76,000
in one day.
No, hold on. In 53 different times of going
shopping runs,
which averaged out to $15,000 every time he would go to this particular place to get food. $1,500. I'm sorry. Can you imagine spending $1,500 in a grocery store?
Can you go to that place, Wigman's? Smart guy.
Wigman's.
That's a lot of bugs.
Is that like a Trader Joe's or?
I think so. But this is in New Jersey, so it's in New Jersey and
Bristol Farms.
There's Trader Joe's in New Jersey.
Yeah, he spends a lot of money. But he's a big dude. But $1,500 is a lot.
But Speedy, if he's going to these games, just like when they got on him about going to the Patriots games and being in Bob Kraft's booth, you're not spending that kind of money because everything is taken care of when you with the owners.
Right. Well, apparently he did.
At the Cowboys games too.
He's at the Cowboys games too, but they don't mention that one. But they mention the games at MetLife Stadium when the Giants played or when the Jets played, and he spent. But the Republicans, just to make it seem like it's okay, they refunded, gave back the money.
Refunded.
Refunded.
I think you tried to say reinstated and refunded.
All that.
Reimbursed, refunded.
And so you take all that into consideration, and on top of that, I think this month he's supposed to be announcing that he's going to run to be president.
So this is coming out before his announcement.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff coming out about the Governor Christie of New Jersey.
That budget will be raised at the.
I can't see no one picking. This dude is the worst.
You think they would make a big issue out of it if a Democrat did the same thing?
Oh, yes.
Like if a Democrat did it?
Oh, yes. It's a problem.
Obama would be slayed right now.
You spent what? Regardless if somebody gave it back.
And see, right, Obama made a book and was getting money from his book sales. He actually created something and they was mad about that. And it's like, well, I did some work outside of office that brought this extra income in. I didn't take taxpayers' money and I'm using that. I actually put some stuff to work. He just buying food.
Could you buy $1,500 worth of food?
I mean, I can, but I don't need it in one day.
No way.
You do it in a month, of course.
But this is.
And I said not in one day.
In the 53, he went to this market 53 times. Do a store.
It's a very expensive store.
52 weeks out of a year.
Did you find out about it?
Yeah, it's a very
hold on. What kind of store is it?
It's a very expensive grocery store out in New Jersey.
Like a Whole Foods,
to the point where you have to
Bristol
sign
Farms.
up. You actually have to sign up to be a part of the grocery store.
See?
Oh,
what the fuck?
They get the top shit.
Yeah.
VIP.
So he getting filet mignon.
They kill it in front of you. It's Benihana.
Exactly.
They have an app.
Bring that cow
have
out
everything. They help you with recipes, cooking techniques. I mean, all kind of
you
stuff.
pay for
I
that.
mean, low key, I kind of want to go there.
$1,500?
Yeah.
I mean, depending on who live with you.
He
too.
coming out with two
Like, is he
bags.
just buying for himself? He could be buying for a whole household.
That's a
Who
big
lives
house.
with him?
His wife.
You would think, like, even though it's not the White House, you would think that the
I done seen
governor's
people-
mansion is supplied with food where they have.
And the
we have to
fact that
cook
he's
stuff like
making
that.
runs with taxpayers' money, even though
That's how you got to get around.
his
You
party
can't,
put it back.
when you become some a public figure like that, you cannot make that outside money like that no more. You suppress that down. So your money's coming
But you
from
got to
that.
figure that, like you said, there's somebody that goes and get the food, and maybe it's just not the right kind of food. And so I did pronounce it right, Wegmans?
Yeah, Wegmans or
Food market.
Wegmans.
Wegmans.
Yeah,
Wegmans.
You go down to Wegmans there.
I don't know, but I think it can be done though. I mean,
$1,500?
I done seen people spend $1,000 in EBT at the grocery store at Ralph's.
True.
It happens depending on who living with them.
Now,
In a
most-
month, you can totally
Most
do
I ever
that.
spent at the grocery store wasn't my money.
The EBT card.
No, it wasn't my money. Somebody had a black card. Was $700.
But see, is that in one
Yeah.
grocery store run? Okay. See,
Because we was having a party at the house, and I was given the black card, and I put a little bit of food in my card too.
okay. So you stealing. Okay. All
Put
right.
some bugs in there.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
That was his compensation for
Pancake
making
Beatles is on sale.
Whole Foods is the shit.
So Chris Christie, which I think he'll never. But now, John, let me ask this: once you announce that you're running for president, you lose your job, right? He wouldn't be governor anymore. He has to give that up, right?
Yes, I would think that he would have to step down from that.
Yeah, just to announce run
while running.
Running, I think so. Yeah, I think you have to let go because
John Kerry went right back to being a senator.
We'll look that up.
It's a game, Speedy.
You gonna ask John just to rap? I don't know.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Yeah.
You can run while you're
in
job,
office.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought you had to step down.
It's political.
I know if you win, you definitely stand down. But I thought once you become the nominee, wouldn't you have to step down?
Not as nominee. You still do your job. You still have to run your campaign, but you lose that job once you obtain the other.
He can't go shopping like he used to.
Can't be eating.
But it is, once you're in the office, you're being paid for not only just your fee, but you're also your lifestyle is being budgeted. So you have that all being bankrolled. So you write that shit up and go where you want. Do what you're gonna do.
Right.
You ain't got time to worry about the job, worry about a check, shit like that. You got to run your state, run your country, or run that. So all that's covered. So don't get me wrong, $1,500 shopping is pretty excessive. You get some high end
for
shit
somebody that's pretty much has everything given to
I'm
him.
wondering how big is his family though. I don't know his family life, wife, kids, whatever the case may be.
I don't think they're 1,500.
You know, him alone, he looks like he can put it away.
They said Christie used 300 of the 360,000 allowed to him over the last 5 years for food purchase, alcohol, dessert.
And the alcohol right there, that's going,
Wait.
that top joint, he ain't getting Ciroc, nigga.
So
He's getting a high-end vodka.
he got $360,000 just as an expense budget, and he spent $300,000 on food alone.
$360,000.
He ain't buying clothes. You see it with
Forget like
That's over a
healthcare
5-year period.
payments.
That's over a five-year period.
But still,
But that's a lot of money.
that's a lot.
a lot of perks.
And most of that was spent at MetLife Stadium. So if anybody you want to hang out at the game with, Mr.
Forget
Christmas.
buying the bar.
Now,
He bought everybody.
Have you ever been in the suites at
Yeah.
the football game? Incredible. Have you ever?
At the Staples Center.
Staples. I did that for in Atlanta for a football game. I think it was Atlanta and Saints or whoever it was, and that was the most fun I ever had. That cart came and they was like, "It's free." I'm like, "It's free." All the ice cream on that cart, and I just fucked that shit up.
I think
They
Speedy
take care of you.
The suites is no joke. So, and that wasn't even the owner's box. It was just one of the players' box. Those with
players gonna get perks.
Shanae. You know, Shanae's husband used to play for the
Mr. Hall.
Yeah. So that was that. If you've never done it, you gotta maybe as a group. Sometimes as a group, some people get it as a group and they get the box. You got to get the box. That shit is off the chain. Now you don't pay for it. Somebody else pays for it, right?
Taxpayers.
Right.
Mr. Hall.
Yeah. So that was that. If you've never done it, you gotta maybe as a group. Sometimes as a group, some people get it as a group and they get the box. You got to get the box. That shit is off the chain. Now you don't pay for it. Somebody else pays for it, right?
Taxpayers.
Right. There you go.
What's the news? What else you got for me there, Mark Howard?
George Zimmerman
Oh,
involved in Florida shooting.
Good.
somebody shot him.
He was injured.
He's shot. He's still alive. So don't worry. Don't get it twisted. He knew the gunman. The police say
What happened?
in Lake Mary, Florida, and it involved he had a previous dust up with this guy last September on 2014. He had flagged down the officer, Zimmerman did, saying someone shot at him and his car, said Bianca Gillette, a spokeswoman for the Lake Mary Police Department, at a news conference. Zimmerman, 31, did not fire during the road rage incident, police said. Zimmerman's attorney, Don West, said Zimmerman was driving into a retail center when a car came up behind him, flashing its lights and honking. Zimmerman claimed the other guy yelled at him. Zimmerman tried to leave, and the other driver pulled up and fired a shot through the passenger side window of Zimmerman's truck. There you go. The bullet lodged somewhere in the car, West said. According to the other driver, police identified the other driver as being Matthew Apperson. Apperson called 911 himself, saying he was the other person involved. He left the scene. He fled the scene.
Yeah, always.
But Apperson called 911, saying he was the other person involved and was requesting police to respond to his location. On September 14th, Apperson claimed Zimmerman threatened to kill him.
This is before this particular incident.
In the earlier time.
So what happened on this incident?
And with this here, the case is still being investigated.
Okay.
So they're investigating.
Mark any of these.
No,
stories.
that is what it says. It's still investigating.
Why are you just now reading this shit?
What do you mean just not reading? I read it as it goes. The fuck is you talking about?
Wow.
I'm reading it as it goes. What do you
Lover
want?
spat.
So is Zimmerman in the hospital?
Not going to be badgered by you, Speedy.
Is he in the hospital now?
No, Zimmerman didn't go to the hospital. He was.
Any charges
raised
filed
or
against
whatever
either
they
one?
did. No, again, it's still being investigated. No charges been.
So you
found at
can
all.
shoot at somebody and it's just being investigated.
He fled the scene. I guess they may have that part going, but they don't have anything as far as any charges. Or he was
Normally, if you shoot a gun in. Okay.
Man, the police officer said officers did not know if any charges will be filed against Apperson. No arrests have been made in this latest incident.
So places like Florida and Phoenix, you could just pretty much shoot your gun and we'll figure it out later.
It's he said, she said.
Well, I'm saying there's a gun that was definitely fired.
So he says.
Thank you always.
But they don't know if it was from Apperson.
Wow.
They could have a bullet in there and say, hey, somebody shot in my car and it was him. But they don't know when that bullet was shot into his car. At this point. So I'm just to make logic out of it in that sense there. So
try not to.
Just so those who don't remember, George Zimmerman is the one who murdered Trayvon Martin and was not charged in the case.
In cold blood.
Yeah.
After he said, don't follow me.
Lied and said he was defended.
What do you have for me, Lizzie?
Well,
Aarona.
You know what? I
She
would be
highlighted
Lizzie
the whole fucking page.
because I'm interested. I'm invested. Okay.
So what do you?
It's called active reading.
Only thing she didn't highlight is and on Friday.
See, and that's why your story didn't flow naturally. Watch how it's done.
Watch how it's
Check it. No, Boston University condemns a professor's racist tweets. So over the weekend, Boston University had a change of heart about a professor's angry tweets after FoxNews.com and others reported on the racially charged comments. Saida Grundy, not knowing if I'm saying the first name correctly, but Saida Grundy, she's an incoming assistant professor of sociology and African American studies at the school. She recently tweeted that white masculinity is the problem for America's colleges, that white men are a problem population, end quote. And that she tries to avoid shopping at white-owned businesses. Now, initially, when asked about the racially charged tweets, Boston University Representative Colin Riley told Fox News that she was expressing her right to free speech and she has the right to do so. But then alums started to complain about her tweets. And so amid a gang of angry emails, the university reversed its comments. They said the university does not condone racism or bigotry in any form, and we are deeply saddened when anyone makes such offensive statements. So the spokesman, Colin Riley, went back to Fox News with that amended statement. The way the news first broke, a University of Massachusetts student, Nick Pappas, saw the comments and put them on his own website called socollege.com. And he questioned how Grundy could teach such a diverse classroom given the racial hostility in her tweets. He was quoted saying, "You have to teach college-age white males eventually, no? This seems like you're unqualified to grade their work as you clearly demonstrate some special kind of bias against them." And as the news broke, many Boston University alums started to complain, saying that they won't donate to the school until something is done like this. Me personally, okay.
Read again. What did she say in her tweet?
Specifically, she said that white masculinity is the problem for America's colleges, that white men are a problem population, and she tries to avoid shopping at white-owned businesses. In her personal life, like, this is what she opposed.
So she was able to separate her personal life from what she does. Lisa.
Right. She was on her personal Twitter account expressing her views. Now, her personal views may not reflect what she's actually teaching in the class if she's following a curriculum. But it's saying that, you know, she teaches African American studies and she's a sociology professor. Those are her concentrations. So it's not that those type of classes are based upon opinion, but it would take someone who doesn't take those type of classes to make the statements that he made. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's kind of like Black Girls Rock, right? The fact that Black Girls Rock exists created like such an outpour where they came up with hashtag, well, white girls rock too. And it's like, hey, just because we're celebrating ourselves don't mean that we don't like you. Just because we're saying, hey, we're black and we're beautiful doesn't mean that, you know, we're racist because we're celebrating ourselves. Y'all get celebrated all day long. And
we get 1 month.
We get 1 month. It's the shortest, and it still gets overlooked by the Grammys, the Super Bowl. Like every week in February, there's something awesome going on that takes away from Carter G. Woodson and whoever. You know what I mean? We don't learn that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just think it's something that was blown out of proportion. I mean, people say misguided things all the time.
So did they let her go, or has she been fired, or
as of right now, they just basically recanted their statements, and it's just a lot of outpour going on from people complaining about, you know, we're surprised that Boston University is hiring a racist teacher to teach African American studies. But it's like, have you even taken African American studies?
No.
You know what I mean?
I mean, what is she
great
saying?
Story. We'll come back to that, Mark. Okay. We'll come back. Great story. We'll come back. We'll take a quick break. We are on a wrap on news, but we'll hold that part of the story. And when we come back, Tech Talk with your boy. Tell you what's happening out there in the tech world. We are back. It's the Rollout Show right here. Speedy and Friends, and I'll be
Speedy
up in this.
Bitch.
In the building we have
Mark Howard representing.
In the building we have
Aarona Lopez. Hey.
In the building we have Teeter. On the wheels of steel we have
DJ always in your ears.
Hey,
it is now.
Speedy, quick shout out to Tracy Murray listening to us driving to Vegas. He's giving
T. Murray.
What's up,
World
Bert?
champion Lakers.
He said we're more funny when we try to do serious shit. Fuck you, Tracy.
Yeah, a dude named Tracy.
Murray.
Hey, Tracy. You got a jump shot.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
He's a world champion.
That dude got a jumper.
Yes, he does.
Man, his jumper was liquid. He's at UCLA. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, it is now time for Tech Talk. Tracy Murray. Traveling money. He gonna call us.
So what happened on the last edition of Star Trek, Speedy?
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm
that.
sorry.
I'm going to be talking about the Apple Watch.
Apple Watch.
You've seen all the commercials. You're wondering if it's worth it to get. I think it's worth it. The average price, the lowest that you'll get the watch for is $350, and they have some that's $17,000.
Oh.
Which are 18 karat gold edition. I don't think I'll be getting that one. But if you love Apple like I do, I have the home computer.
Apple pie.
Apple bottoms.
I have an iPod. I have the
Caramel
iPad.
apple.
And I will get the Apple Watch.
For what reason?
Well, I mean, once you get caught up in the Apple products, is pretty much because they're all connected. Now, the watch doesn't hold a whole lot of music, you won't be able to hold a whole lot of pictures and things like that. But it's cool to have little pictures on there, some music. If you forget, like sometimes I go to the gym and I may forget my iPod, and I could just plug
You ride by the gym?
His gym clothes.
I hope 24 hours is closed.
But just like all new things that come out, usually it's always better to wait for the second version of that particular product.
For them to fix all the bugs.
Yeah, any bugs that it may have. So my suggestion to most people is just wait.
And the price going to go down.
And the price going to go down when they come out with the...
Some people don't have that problem.
Which is?
Wait for something to be cheaper. They want it new and now.
Yeah. Some people, I got to have it right now. And you go to a lot of stores now. It's the one you may want may be sold out because they have some nice bands. And they also, I think the second version will probably be more.
What do virgins have to do with this?
Anyway.
Oh, versions. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you correctly.
Most of the watches have 8 gigabytes. Some have 4, depending on the particular watch that you buy. They can go from a 4-inch screen to a 5-inch screen, depending on, like I said, once again, whichever particular one you get. I think they're very nice looking watch. If you're like me, conversational piece, you talk to somebody, oh, let me see your watch. It's going to bling out.
So that's what it's about for you?
No, but I like Apple products.
Like Apple bottom jeans.
You ain't got no Artemis, though.
Do you have to have an iPhone with this one?
No, you don't have to, but you know it helps.
But it helps. Okay. Okay.
Who turned your mic off? I'll be talking to John a little later on. This guy
got the headsets on. He think he in the show.
talking my motherfucking segment, nigga.
You ain't got no
So the watch has
So
the watch has the internet. It has
It has the internet. You're able to receive phone calls on it. You can get your text messages. You can get everything on the watch. Email, the whole 9.
So you can just talk to your wrist.
Pretty much. It's getting almost there.
Like Star Trek.
There's the Android watch that you can
Samsung,
take
right.
pictures on.
Yeah.
Those are cool. They just that the camera on that particular watch, you have to wait for the next version because it'll be a better
The
shot.
pixels probably terrible.
But the Apple Watches don't have the camera on there. I'd assume on the second one they probably will.
I would get it just so I could be like Inspector Gadget. It's one of my heroes.
We're almost
Go Gadget
there.
booty.
We're close. Well, really, it's the Jetsons. Remember the Jetsons? You talk back and forth. And I think that's where the next set of watches will get to, where you would have a watch on, your boyfriend have a watch, and you could just FaceTime with him. You like that, John? You wouldn't, FaceTime with your girl?
I've done it, sure. But the Apple Watch, no, I probably wouldn't do that.
You don't like it?
No, it's expensive.
Yeah, well, they're but you wait for the second version, which they'll probably drop down to about 100, 150,
Right.
somewhere in there. Yeah, they'll drop down.
It seems inherently uncool to me. Not that I'm worried about that, but at the same time, it just seems as though you're sort of shooting yourself in the face.
Yeah, with a watch.
With a watch.
So you leave your watch on.
You don't have any Apple product.
Oh no, I don't buy into any of that. That's a whole cult that I can't I can't hang with.
Talk to me.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's all proprietary. Linux. That is where it's at. Everything's free. I'm immune when it comes to viruses. I can.
What was it called again?
Linux. So I use. I guess you pronounce it
LYNX.
Yes. No. LINUX.
Okay.
So I use Ubuntu or Ubuntu, as some pronounce it. But there are a whole bunch.
But I'll say, since I've had my Apple computer, I haven't had any viruses. When I had my PC, I always got viruses.
Well, sure. But again,
Apple is very good at that.
There's a whole reason that that's the case. But I guess my point being, this cost probably, I don't know, $200. And your whole Apple product line costs a shocking amount of money.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
So I need to come to you next time.
Oh, I can set you up.
Thank you, John. Thanks for killing my segment.
So you're really not an Apple guy.
No. But some people enjoy it, so I encourage you to do it.
Yeah. Well, I have, that's been Tech Talk with Speedy.
I just like my iPhone.
Hey, Speedy, it was good, though, man. You had a lot of feeling and thought about it. Just, found out it cost too goddamn much.
Lizzie, give me my Tuesday tips, please.
Lindsay.
Well, we just gonna keep going. I'm gonna be Laura next. Just whatever.
Hey, Lamona.
Lorana.
Larethra.
So, in our Tuesday tips today.
Arana. I'm sorry, Arana.
Yes. Thank you, Speedy. We're gonna talk about ways to save money, which really is apropos with this Apple Watch thing. So here's some Tuesday tips of how to save money. Tip number 1, save your loose change. Putting aside 50 cents over the course of a year will allow you to save nearly 40% of a $500 emergency fund. Just the little pennies in your couch. All that stuff in your dashboard.
I tried doing that. My stepkids take the quarters. They don't fuck with the dimes. So this is what I did. I don't put the quarters in there no more. I keep the quarters in a separate spot.
Good idea.
And a Crown Royal bag. That's what you're doing?
I don't even drink Crown Royal, but I got that bag.
DJ always was like me too. Why do black folks keep money in Crown Royal bags?
Just do it.
Very handy.
And tennis shoes.
Right.
When they fill up with quarters, they make excellent weapons.
Bust you upside your head. Just Crown Royal bag.
Man,
all right, go ahead. What else?
Another tip is to keep track of your spending. At least once a month, use a credit card, checking, or other records to review what you've purchased, and then ask yourself if it makes sense to reallocate some of this spending to an emergency savings account. This is actually a good tip. I started doing this last year.
So you look at what you bought, and then you won't buy those things the next time around? Is that what it is?
Well, it's more so just keeping track of spending. For example, right, I get paid in cash a lot, right?
Yeah.
And, when you have an influx of money coming in, you don't really kind of count it. You're like, oh, well, I know I get money tomorrow or whatever. And you don't really keep track of it. But last year I had to make a big purchase and I needed a trail of what I really had coming in. So I made a point to every single time I got it to deposit it immediately before I spend it. Because sometimes if you don't go to the bank right away, you'll buy gas, you'll do whatever, little purchases that you don't even think about. And so when you do deposit it, you might be $50 off or whatever. And then you look at the statement at the end of the month and it's like, wow, I really had all of this. Well, where did the extra money go? But if you get the money whenever it hits your hand and go directly to the bank, put it in a checking account so you have that record and just withdraw it and take whatever you need, you'll save more money.
I'll say this. I found that if I have cash, I spend that faster than I would money on a card.
Everybody
when
does.
I put it on the card, I'll be like very reluctant about, I don't feel like doing it.
Because you can see it.
And then I'll go, I don't really need it, and I won't do it. But if I have it in my pocket, let me go get some burgers.
Because you don't think about it. But but putting it in the account immediately by depositing it, you see the number, it checks in, okay, I know I got this, and then you could do that.
Okay.
Moving on to the next tip. Never purchase expensive items on impulse buying. Think over each expensive purchase for at least 24 hours. Acting on this principle will mean you will have far fewer regrets about impulse purchases and far more emergency savings. So the first 3 are like quick habits that you can change to transform your emergency savings fund.
Maybe
instead of going to car loan, Loan Mart, and all that,
Maybe Governor Christie should try that third tip.
Hilarious.
Bam.
You know what I do? If my kids caught on, I would go and they'd be like, Dad, these shoes is dope. I said, we'll come back get them. And Brooklyn will go, we ain't coming back. Because he knows that's the way I'll just go, oh yeah, that's nice.
Fort
I'll
that
come
shit.
back.
That's a good way to do it, because actually, how bad do you really want it? If you don't want it 2 weeks later, it wasn't worth my money no way.
But I'm always leery of doing that, and then you come back and they don't have your size or what you really wanted, and now you can afford it. It ain't there no more.
Right.
So that's why I would usually buy it right now.
So the impulse buying doesn't apply to you.
Nah.
Okay.
If I got it, I got. Now I will go window shopping. I will go walk through the mall with no money and go, I'll be back for this, I'll be back for that. I'll do that. I love window shopping. That's my shit. Looky look.
Window shop.
You got one more for me? Give me one more.
Yep. Aim for short-term savings goals, such as setting aside $20 a week or a month, rather than long-term savings goals, such as $200 over a year. People save more successfully when they keep the short-term goal in sight. The smaller it is, inch by inch, it's a cinch.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You think about it, like, it's easy to waste $10 on something raggedy. Just take it, throw it in the account, don't even think about it. It's $10, but just let it add up.
No. When you're poor and you try to save money and then your car break down, then all that little money you save, you got to give it to the car. So you ain't really saving shit.
But you had it to have.
You had it, exactly.
If you look at it that way, don't you think, Dave?
True.
Of course, I just said that.
But I'm saying, if you didn't save it and the car breaks down, the merchant,
No, then if you don't save it, then you just got to go get it.
So what you saying?
I'm just saying we never really save money. You never save money because you're always gonna need it for something.
Well,
you did save money.
You're putting it aside for something that may be more.
Wait, hold on.
useful.
I'm talking for your future.
No,
I would say if you
by
save
taking $20 a week, setting it to the side, 3, 4, 5 months from now, your car, the transmission.
I'm just saying that's the kink in the road. If you're saving the money, the $20 or whatever, and then you like, okay, I'm gonna get this so I can purchase a house. Oh, fucking car broke down.
So,
okay. If you're doing it for that particular long-term reason, I understand that. We're just saying putting money aside for a rainy day.
Which, if the car break down, at least,
That's
like
the
you
rainy
said,
day.
you had it
That's the rainy
to
day.
have it, because sometimes it could break down and you won't have it, and
Or get towed.
you gotta holler at that young Metro.
Thank you for that.
Tech Talk. Them Under Armours.
Tech Talk there with Aarona.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry.
TED Talk.
Tuesday,
An idiot, whatever it was.
I actually thought he said TED Talk.
Yeah.
I thought he got intellectual with us.
And we're gonna get back to my topic
What is
that I want to expound on.
Expound.
Yeah.
Petey, he getting points today.
John gave me that. It's just like I said, I was raised different. My wife happens to be white, and she
European.
just didn't feel that
Of European descent.
having her son in the room while we were talking was anything wrong with that. So I want to know from people out there, here's the number to call into, which is
855-960-3699.
we want to know your opinion on this particular thing. Now, somebody hit me up in the room, smart guy, and who is this guy? Who is this?
It's either a him or a her, but their name is H. Dot, and it says it's important for kids to see how you resolve issues and take care of business, so the kids should be in the room.
The fuck
out of here.
I'm gonna go on a limb.
6 years old?
They're not black.
We're talking 6 years old. We're not talking about a teenager, even though I don't want him in the room when I'm talking to her either. So, teenager, I might. No, I still know.
I think they're confusing problem solving with just conversation like that.
We're talking conversation.
That statement right there is how you resolve problems. Who said there was a problem?
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
wasn't a
talking
problem.
to my lady, having an adult conversation.
Yeah.
Kids don't need to be around for all of that. A kid will see how you treat the mama over, smaller issues day to day, the way y'all engage with each other, how you touch, how you kiss, and they'll pick up from that and learn how to solve problems. And
So if you can't call us because you're doing something else, but
Hit
you're
us in
online,
the chat room.
hit us in the chat room. We'll read it off. It's speedyandfriends.net.
Yeah.
Go to there and then post whatever you want to post, or just call in. The number again is
855-960-3699.
And I just want to know how you guys feel. Should I or should she had sent her son to the room, or am I correct? Because I feel like there's no reason for a 6-year-old to be in the room looking me in my mouth while I'm talking to whoever.
Well, don't ask us, are you correct, and then give us a bold statement of why you feel you're correct.
Well, no, some people, just like my man, they didn't feel like that. They felt like, well, it's okay for that child to be there.
You got some people that are agreeing.
What they say?
You got Stephanie Soul Sister, who says that this is one of the reasons why kids don't know their place today. because their parents don't teach them their place.
Thank you. Ooh, that's great. Hopefully somebody's listening.
Now, situation, if you're sitting at a table and you're paying bills and you got a pile of money, you're putting this money over here to this bill and that bill, and so you teaching them how to do that.
That's different. Yeah.
But we don't do that.
6 years old, we don't let the kids see that.
We don't do that.
If you're two adults having your conversation, adult level, you speak the language you speak, whatever the case may be, it's not really appropriate for a young kid to be in there. And also, as a kid, in their own way, they're interjecting into the conversation. No kid stuff, asking questions about the stuff you're saying, and it loses its traction between the two.
I don't even think it was that. I just think I felt weird when he turned and looked at me as I was talking to her about it. Was just conversation. And like I said, as a kid, and we all, maybe it's just because we've come from a predominantly black, mostly
African American,
mostly black family or surroundings, that our parents and parents were taught that when grown folks are talking, you get out of the room. Right. Am I right or wrong? Aarona?
Right.
I was taught that.
I was taught that.
Absolutely.
Cool. Mark?
And I think that the reason...
And your mom was pretty much liberal.
But the reason for that, though, was for what my mom used to say was that kids repeated everything. They took what was said, and then I would look in my mom's mouth to find out what she was saying, take that and go give it to somebody else.
Without even understanding it.
What it was, yeah.
And didn't know what it was.
Teeter?
Yeah, that's fair. Kids should be seen, not heard.
I keep saying that in my household, but I'm having a problem with that because...
You're not a man.
855-960-3699. We want to know how you feel about that particular subject. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know. Or just go in the chat room. Let me know. We'll voice your opinion.
And Speedy, this song is for you window shopping ass.
Hey, you're the window shopper.
It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole Speedy and Friends. We are back, and we're talking about where does a kid belong in the room with you as grown-ups are talking about whatever it may be. One person did hit us up and say, well, if you're talking about bills and things like that, the kids should see you resolve problems and show how you pay. But that's not the question. That I kind of understand, but even then, the 6-year-old probably wouldn't fully understand we paying bills and how I resolve my problems with my wife.
Speedy, my question to you, what time of the day or night was it?
It was 8 o'clock. It was right after the game. So I'm saying about 9 o'clock, which he should pretty much been in bed. But she's like, I got to give him something to eat, which I didn't know that's why he was down there. Because as soon as I saw him sit down, I'm still talking. I thought about it. So then he turns and looks at me as I'm talking. I said, well, you should go upstairs. And she said, well, why he has to go upstairs? I said, because we're talking. Well, I told him to come down here so I can fix him to eat. I said, well, then fix him something to eat. I didn't know that, so I'll stop talking. Well, why do you have to stop talking? I said, because I'm not going to talk and have a conversation with you while a kid is staring me in my face.
Okay.
The number to call into for this, we want to know your opinion is
855-960-3699.
And Aarona, what was in your household? What was told to you as a kid when grown-ups were talking?
Oh, kids should be seen and not heard. And I think people think that that's rigid, like kids shouldn't have opinions or be allowed to express themselves. I think they mean it in the sense of like parents are like, shut up, don't be yourself, and don't allow their kids to grow as individuals. But in my household, both of my parents were teachers. They supported, free thinking and stuff like that. But that still was the standard. When we talking, it's nothing more important that you have to say or can add to this conversation. We are being grown, being ourselves, and you don't pay bills. You're not on our level, basically. Go do what kids do. Like,
go in your room.
Be a kid.
Yeah.
But Speedy, you have a different dynamic, and I've been through that because you have children from your marriage, and then your wife has her kids in the house too as well. So it's an adjustment period, and it's hard for you to win in that situation because that's their mama. And I'm not saying you're wrong.
Don't interrupt.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that that's your uphill battle, and it's something that you and the wife are going to have to deal with that adjustment. Again, you've only been married for a year, and that's really being married and committed and being together like that.
But so Mark, and I'll throw this out there as well. I also thought it was wrong for her to say that in front of him because I felt like that gave him empowerment. Like, oh, I can stay here because my mama said I can stay.
That's true.
Whereas I thought she should have said, okay, well, you go upstairs and then have the conversation with me. Well, what's wrong with him being down here?
Absolutely, because to
do that in front of him is even worse.
And to that point, because if it comes up now and she agrees and she acquiesces to that situation, she's going to say that to him, and it's going to look like, well, I can't come down here now because he don't want me down here, and mom's giving in. I mean, I went through the whole argument. I had a deal with my kids. I'm about men don't wear hats inside. That's why I grew up.
Okay. Basically,
All right.
no matter what kind of hat.
No matter.
Okay.
Gentlemen, remove your hat when you hit the door.
I like that.
And so I was doing that and invoking that with my son, and I was there with her kids there. And they were quibbling through it, squabbling about the shit. And then she goes, well, why do you have to go do your thing? What do you mean my thing? It's a gentleman thing.
Right.
That's something that you learn.
And did she bring that up in front of them?
Yeah. She
I
would.
say that's bad.
That's why I
to
ain't
me
with
that's
it.
bad. That's showing that. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I get the whole thing.
She don't listen to the show. She said child support's listening. I know. Tina heard it because we laughed. I said she don't listen to the show, but she told me child support's listening.
Hilarious. I think any conversation of that type in front of a kid is bad.
Yeah,
I think so
and
too.
I keep telling her
because you lose power in your home.
Yeah,
and I don't give a fuck. I told even with her kids, women like to talk shit. They get all loud, want to front you. And I'm like, I told them, I said, look, I ain't gonna argue and fuss and fight with them front. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, I'm a man. I know what's real. If a dude come and kick that motherfucking door in, as much as he talk shit, she gonna come running to me for help. So
all right, let's get to these calls, man. Let's find out how people feel. When you get on the phone, make sure you say the words roll out. When we come to you, please say the words roll out, and we'll get to you. Out of Canada, we have
from abroad.
Yes, we have Nigel here.
Nigel.
Hello, Nigel.
Hey, how you doing?
How art thou?
Hit us with that roll out, Nigel.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey,
roll
I agree. I agree 100%. There's no fucking way in hell a kid or a child is supposed to be in the conversation with an adult. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I'm going to assume, and I'm like Speedy. My wife is white, and I'm lucky. There's no way in hell. I got 3 boys. Them niggas are not going to be in the room when we're talking.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. And, my grandmother used to say, my grandmother from Trinidad, and then she'd say, you are speak when you are spoken to, answer when you are called. If not, get the hell out.
Whoa, I like that.
I like Nigel.
Put that on a T-shirt.
That's just the way it is. I mean, I won't go on the record and say, well, it's a white thing that's what happens, but it's a white thing that's what happens because you can't just walk in the room and sit down when 2 grown folk are talking. You need to get the hell up out of there. Are you paying the bills? No, get out.
For whatever the conversation is. It's like some people think, well, if they're paying, it doesn't matter what it is. It's grown folks talking. You have a room going up to your room. Now, if you lived in a bachelor spot and that's where the kid has to be, that's something different.
Here's something to think about.
Thank you for the phone call, Nigel.
It's like a job. You wouldn't just walk in on a meeting that amongst executives and you weren't invited. Like
whoa, that's real. Think about it like that.
You know what I mean? You might work for the company. You might have every right to be privy to what's going on with the company. But if they're sitting down at a table having a conversation, you don't just march over there and just, hey, I'm here. How y'all doing? Hey, bitch, we talking about get out.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, it's all training and protocol, and you learn protocol that way. It's one of them things.
Let's go to the next one.
Let's kick it to L out of California. Hi, L. L.
Are you there, Al?
Ellie.
Roll out.
Roll out.
Give us your opinion, baby. What do you think?
So, I mean, again, it goes back to, you need to be seen and not heard. And it's like you have nowadays where kids are just, like was said previously, they like to repeat what they hear and they like to talk to adults as if they are adults because sometimes adults talk to the kids like they're adults.
You're right.
And and it's like sometimes you have that issue to where it's like your kid doesn't know how to differentiate, okay, I'm a kid, I'm not an adult. And so, I mean, I don't see a problem with a child being there. However, they need to be seen and not heard. You should not be interrupting me while I'm talking, and you should not be going to repeat these things to other adults. And if there's an understanding of that, I guess it is somewhat okay in a sense, but no, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't have my child right there talking.
Beautiful.
My child likes to repeat, and it's like, no, go to your room.
Go to your room. Go to your room.
Yes.
Thank you for the phone call. We'll be right back. Stay on the lines. Lines are lit up. We'll be right back. Don't move.
Child rearing.
It's a Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole, Speedy and Friends. It is now top of the hour. You're supposed to be there. You are late. Don't worry about it, don't worry. Great conversation. Lines are lit up. The number to call into again is
855-960-3699.
Should kids be in the room while grown folks is talking. Is that just a black thing? Is it a white thing? White, as Teeter said, European parents think different. We have one of our best friends here, John. How was
Big Dick John from Jersey?
Hilarious. John, how was it growing up in your house? Were you able to be in the room where your parents were talking?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, really?
See?
No way. My parents were old school.
Oh, okay.
Not in a bad way. I wasn't abused, but they were strict.
Sure.
So you have kids or no?
No.
So, but if you had kids, would you have that same rule or?
Oh, sure. No, I think there should be a division that they had their place, and then I think they can learn to respect authority that way. Absolutely.
Wow. Yes. And there you go. God, I wish somebody was listening to the show.
Drop the hammer.
Yeah. Won't you listen to the show? Maybe it'll help you out. You ain't got the problem, goddammit.
Damn, I got the problem. Shit.
Yo,
and T, you told a story off air. Please tell that story about
little cousin Philip. He was in grade school at the time, and it was like over the course of Thanksgiving dinner. You get those uncles that get to talking and everything, so they drinking champagne. So little Philip absorbed this story so tough that he went to school and he was telling his classmates the story like he was the uncle. Drinking talking about champagne and all. So the child service people came to the house and all that. And when they get in your business, they get in your business.
Yeah.
So they want to investigate this and then it came to the story like, they were drinking sparkling cider, but the teacher was I guess the teacher told the investigators that they written down everything that he was saying. They were like, "No, this is Uncle such and such." So it does get tricky that way when kids are in the room when
and they don't know any better.
Adults are talking.
Yeah,
exactly.
The number to call into again to voice your opinion on this is
855-960-3699.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, and Tracy still listens to us. He said, "Real spit." Had to check my son on that shit. And Tracy's a biracial.
Yeah,
and I mess with him because I know his dad. I said, "Is that the Robbo?" Yes, we call him Robbo. Is that the Robbo side of you coming out? He said, "Yes, sir." He said he goes back and tells his mama and shit and don't know what the fuck he's talking about, just like Teeter said. The whole thing. He said his dad didn't play that shit.
Yeah,
I imagine his dad's 6'7", so.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think it is a cultural thing. I think just
it's a feeling.
She was just raised different, where she could sit in the room with her parents and they could talk, and you just don't have to leave. Where soon as you walk, you couldn't even go in the living room at my house.
If you heard voices, you didn't go that way.
Let me go outside, get on my bike.
Yeah.
They ain't talking about some shit I don't need to do. Plus, I might get a whooping about some shit I did before. My daddy remembered, and now I'm getting ass whooping.
You only came down to entertain your mama friends, not be around.
And they had to drag you down. Come do that dance. And as soon as you did your dance,
you go right back upstairs.
Take your ass back upstairs.
It reminds me, my mom told a whole story about my older sister, and she said her and friends talking, having fun, kicking it. And my sister and another kid, they little, probably about 6-7 years old, and they ain't paying no attention. And all they hear, they under the little table, they play cards and shit like that. And my sister and little boy, they were there laughing. My mom described it, they going, tee-hee, tee-hee. They just tee-heeing the whole fucking time. They realize half the drinks are down low because they sipping the shit because they see the parents doing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And motherfuckers was getting drunk as hell.
Number to call into voice your opinion on this is
855-960-3699.
Should kids be anywhere where parents are holding a conversation? Grown folks.
Child rearing.
Once again, when you get on the phone, please say the words roll out. Go ahead.
And we're going to go to Plucky from Ohio.
I wasn't going to say that.
Hey, Plucky.
Roll out.
Roll out.
What's up, Plucky?
Ain't no way in the fuck they better have their little badasses down there while we trying to take care of anything, whether it's about food, bills, anything. Get your little dozy ass back upstairs some damn well.
Preach, Plucky.
God. How many kids you got, Plucky?
Hey, I'm dead serious because my mama didn't play that. She used to have them fight parties when Tyson used to fight back in the day for like $19.99 on pay-per-view.
Hilarious.
If I even thought about creeping down the damn stairs, you hit that second step with creep. Get your head back up there, boy.
Yep,
and that's the way it was. And then being the only child, I really had it rough then. Wow. I didn't have nobody to blame, nothing on it. It was just me, so I didn't have no choice but to keep my ass upstairs.
Your imaginary friends.
You know it.
Thank you for the phone call, Plucky.
Right.
Thank you, Plucky.
Well, hey, you bet, man. My dad just did not. He just didn't. And I'm trying to tell my wife. I said, yo, and I'm doing it in front of him. I'm like, yo, when I was his age, I couldn't be down here like that. That's not how it was done.
You just didn't handle it right, Speedy.
What should I did, T?
When he came down, they got himself comfortable. And as soon as he looked in your mouth, you were just supposed to get up, grab him by the arm, take him to the kitchen. If he was going out to get something, you sit here, and then she'll be here and attend to you in a minute.
Bam.
Or if not, you should have just walked him upstairs, said, "We talking. You come down here. We'll come get you. I'll come get you, or I'll send her to come get you
when your food's ready."
Right. So, because trying to talk about it in that moment, for her to say what she said in front of him, that's when you should have just took the initiative to just. So she can see how it works. To talk about how it works is different than to show somebody how it works.
Okay, show me, not tell me.
The next call. Go
Let's
ahead,
get
Ron.
over to D from California. Hi, D.
Hey, roll out.
Roll out. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I don't let my kids, well, first of all, my 7-year-old too smart. Like, she remember everything.
Right.
So you got to watch everything you say around her.
Yeah.
You got to watch what music you listen to, all of that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
She repeating it. And so when I'm having a conversation with my wife later on, so, yeah, we going to do this on this vacation. She's like, you said we was going to Disney World.
Exactly.
That wasn't your conversation to hear. That wasn't for you.
Yeah.
And you make it. And see, the thing is about it, I did it as a kid, and what it do is make them believe that they can make adult decisions because they hear you doing it and say, I want to be like mommy, I want to be like daddy, so they think they can do it.
Right.
And when I was the only child, I'm an only child, so as teenagers, I'm 15, 16, and I'm in the basketball thing real tight, and I get a Nike invitational letter. I never even give it to my mom because I hear, it's just me and her. So I hear she's struggling with stuff. I never even give her the option to say, okay, I'm going to figure out a way for you to go, like I would do for my kids. And I know she would do that for me, but I didn't, I'm thinking let me be the bigger man and make the adult decision. I missed out on some stuff.
Because you would listen to the conversation.
I'm thinking I'm making an adult decision because I'm thinking I'm cool like that because I hear what's going on, as opposed to letting her make the adult decision and saying, look, Mom, this is a situation. I would like to go, but if I can't go, I understand.
D,
that would have been the better thing to do.
D, let me throw something else at you that happened as well. So the other thing is that the kids are always asking her, where you going, when you going to be home.
Oh, no.
And I said, why are you answering those questions? That's not for because most of the time they want to know when you're going to come home so they know to get their shit right. But I'm like, why are you answering questions to a kid about when you go, where you going, and when you're going to be home? Do you think that's a place for a kid to be asking a grown-up?
No, and my 4-year-old asks me that every time I move. Daddy, where you going? Nigga.
But D!
About where I'm going.
The 4-year-old. Nigga. Now he going to school. Nigga, we out of milk.
I don't say it to her. I just think it. This is my girl.
Right. He know about your problems, D.
Like who are you fighting to be like right now? Like,
And D, I'm going to tell you something, brother. My skin cringes when her son, because he has 16 and the 6-year-old, and they'll ask her, oh, when you going to be home and where you going? And I want to jump in and go, why don't y'all just stay out of our business? How about that?
But is she your wife or not? If she's your wife, then you trump
that. Why we can't go to Taco Bell? Why I can't have this? Like, let's look at here. When you start making some money, we can start talking about this stuff. Other than that, y'all gonna eat these frozen tacos.
Anyway, Daddy, we out of milk.
Thank you for the phone call, D. Appreciate that.
D. Kids are sharp on that. They catch on and pay attention. I mean, I remember my daughter, man. She would see me with a beer. She'd be like, she could talk, Daddy, you drinking beer? You drinking beer? I'm like, oh, shit.
Well,
my daughter, too, thinks I'm alcoholic.
In the lair, joining us right now, Nick Guerra?
Perfect.
Man. Yeah. Had to do my syllables.
Wow, it's the best.
Clapping. Comedian extraordinaire is in the building.
Nick.
Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Right. No problem. Thank you for having me.
You won stand-up coach showcase on NBC.
Yeah. I got a holding deal with NBC.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So, let me get
who were the other finalists in that?
Oh, man.
Who cares?
Exactly.
I care. I'm a stand-up.
Aisha Tyler, Darcy Michael.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of good comics. A lot of great comics.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Congratulations.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You just walked in on something. We're having this conversation.
I heard you talking about kids.
Yeah, and
you ever seen any?
I've seen some. I don't know how people can have them.
When you growing up, were you able to sit in the room when your mom and dad were holding the conversation, or any grown-ups?
Yeah, you know what? No.
Yeah.
I don't think I was able to. I don't think they talked around me. You know what's funny is that I didn't realize how much. Until growing up, how much adults talk shit about each other. Right. You know, like until later on, you're like, oh, my aunt and uncles have those kinds of problems.
Yeah.
Had no clue.
No clue. Yeah.
Because they were just, you know, to me, they were just family. You didn't think anything about their problems because it wasn't brought up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe whispers in between each other while they were eating, but we'd never heard as kids.
And then I would hear my stepson ask my wife, "Where you going?" It just, my whole body wants to go, motherfucker.
Well, you should do that. You should do that. Why the fuck you care?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get in there, Speedy.
Yeah, but see, that's something interesting because, you know, like today, you know, the statistics on divorce and marriage and stuff like that. I feel like at some point we were fed this lie that everything was perfect between grandparents and parents and they never had problems. They'd be married 50 years.
Oh,
but you
yeah.
grow up and say, oh, no, they had lots of problems and you do fight, but they fixed it. And we don't even have those tools because we weren't involved in that.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
interesting.
We didn't have that presented to us. We're just like, oh no, they're immaculate.
Right.
You know, they know love. Everything they do, they know love. I don't think, you know what?
Together.
I don't think grandmas and grandpas expected to live so long.
I think that's true.
My grandfather lived to 101 years old.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But you know, like for the first 30 years of his life, he had no chemicals in his food. If you really think about it, he was made to live longer, you know? And
101?
then 101.
I know right around 90, every time he woke up, he's like, got another one. I got another one. Because anything over 89, you steal it.
Yeah.
You stealing?
You steal it. Yeah, God is like, where is James? He woke up again? Shit.
God is saying that. He don't plan nothing.
Stole another day from me. 101?
Yeah, 101.
Would you start his faculties or?
You know what? It's everything was fine. I think he lost his leg, and that's when everything went downhill.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, like he was active all the way up until that, and it was the activity that kept him going.
Right. Okay. Being able to go and come.
Yeah.
Just use. My mom she's 70. She'll be 70. I shouldn't say this, but she don't listen to the show. She'll be 74 this year, and you know, black people, we don't get into like she probably has Alzheimer's, but
who?
What? Heimer's. Okay,
you said a bad timer.
So she always forgets shit, and I have to remind her where it is, and she'll call me. And so I bought her some groceries.
Yeah,
and I said, Ma, they're in the freezer. So she called me the next day. It's like, ain't no food here. I said, Ma, I put some. You was here? I was there, Ma. I put the food in the freezer.
Nah, she playing you.
Get us a ginkgo loba. What is that? The ginkgo loba?
Ginkgo boba or
She ain't gonna drink it.
Shit that make you remember shit.
Yeah. The memory shit.
It's $9 at Whole Foods. That's what it is. It's $10 for 60 capsules. That's what it is.
I got to get that from my mom. Then.
Get it from Wegmans.
So you on the road doing the stand up, man? How's it going?
Yeah. I was good. I was in Fort Lauderdale this past weekend with Christelle Alonso, and I've got Tempe and Denver coming up, so I'm staying busy.
At what's the comedy club in
the Improv?
The Improv. The Improv's all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
So Nick, with your holding deal, what are you planning for yourself? Far as
you know, I bought myself a nice jug for water. Nice. You know, I think that holding deal for TV. Yeah, I want to promote myself, but I don't think I jump off the page. I always say, you know, like you put a headshot with prettier eyes next to me, I'm out.
Okay,
I'm out. Doesn't matter how great I act. They're gonna be like, this guy's got prettier eyes. Mm-hmm. This is the one.
Now, for those out there who may not know what a holding deal is, network television sees you perform, and they want to hold you to develop a
project around you.
A project around you.
Well, that's a development deal.
Well, yeah.
Holding deals is like, you know what, we might throw you in, maybe.
Yeah, throw them in another show or something.
But don't do nothing else. Here's some money. Sit
exactly.
down.
Exclusive.
Now.
Keep you from working with the competition.
And I wasn't doing anything anyways. I was
Hilarious.
like,
I'll take the money to sit here. Absolutely.
Now, have they sent you on any like reads or?
They send me on auditions, yes. NBC's been nicer about it. I go in for a lot of, because my name's Nick Guerra. So I go in,
roll that R.
I go in for a lot of Latino roles, which obviously I'm not getting. You know, like
wow. You don't qualify?
Wait,
I don't qualify at all.
Were you on Costella's show?
No, I wasn't. No. I wouldn't have made it. No, it's funny because they send me in for like taco truck owner.
Hilarious.
And I was like,
get out of here. Get the fuck out.
I was like, taco truck stoner, maybe, not taco truck owner. I could fit that.
Okay,
then,
do the read. So you go in for the read.
the first line was, check it out, check it out, check it out. Which, in my head, I'm like, have you not hung out with Latinos since the 70s?
Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Cheech Marin.
Sound like Cheech and
It's
Chong.
Cheech Marin.
Exactly. So there I am going like, check it out. You know what? I give it up. And I was like, I'm done. I'm not trying this
Look,
out.
they're like, God, I was going to cast this guy.
Well, he wasn't Latin enough.
No, they looked at it and said, well, he made that easy. Thank you.
Well, check it out didn't appeal to the graphic we were looking for.
The weirdest thing about going in for Latino auditions is when they tell you, this is an illegal immigrant that works in the back and sweeps, but don't have an accent. And it's like, oh, yeah, you guys don't know. Immigrants have accents on everything. Their cell phones have accents. The ring, everything.
Ringtone.
Like,
That's crazy.
That's it right. That's it right.
they say things with accents that don't need, like, mother. Mujer. Like, how did you find all that in mother?
Now, do you feel that's kind of fucked up that you're getting these?
Yes. I do.
You ever
Very
say
much
that?
so.
Did you go to college?
Can't say anything, though.
Did you go to college?
For 6 months, so I can't say anything.
Oh.
Because they paid him.
You can't say it. Well, yeah, you realize it is, but you're like, oh, that's Hollywood.
So, taco truck guy.
Taco truck owner, illegal immigrant that works in the back.
What else?
No accent.
No accent. And the rest have been nerdy dudes.
Just in case you understand how fucked up this is, this is like me going in to read for Slave 2,
The Butler.
Django 4, and that's all Django.
But they
Butler.
don't. But they're like, but don't slave it up.
Yeah,
Right.
Can
you pull
just-
back a little bit?
Yeah, just don't.
Look the master straight in the eye.
What's the most?
But act like you're happy that you're there. Is that okay? Don't.
You got to hold him, dude.
What's the most offensive thing you've been asked to do to act more Latino?
You know what? It's the most offensive thing is when you're told you're not.
Yeah.
That's what offended me. Is
Well, you
that
don't have an accent.
No, I don't.
But you don't know his mama.
You don't know my mama.
No, it's Mother.
You don't know Poppy and them. You don't know.
Well, but that's the thing is that it's like they ask you. You're not Mexican enough. You're like, well, what are you talking about?
According to who?
Have you been around Mexicans for? No.
You don't fit the profile.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't fit the
Well,
stereotype.
you don't have the tattoo teardrop, so it's kind of hard.
No.
The naked lady on the car. That's what you need.
Right.
That's what I
And
need.
you need a nickname like Puppet or Sleeper.
Sleeper or Little. That's California Mexican, man.
So, Nick, where are you
That's
from?
different. I'm Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah, Texas Mexican is, hey, you want some fajitas? That's more.
Okay.
Hey, let's do it. Let's have some with that. California Mexican, hey, bro, how you doing, bro? That's
Yeah,
California
okay, gotcha.
Mexican. What's up, bro? Very, they sound native. You know?
So tell Hollywood wants you to walk into an audition with a leaf blower on your back already and shit.
You know what? I went in with the Mexican guayabera to be like, huh? And I didn't shave, which I don't have facial hair at all, to make it look more Mexican. I was like, there? Is that what you're looking for?
As they call the agent. Some guys here is going to clean up or something?
Security?
They want you to come in with the tam on your head.
So in your stand-up, what do you talk about in your stand-up?
I talk mostly about relationships and shoplifting. Those
Hilarious.
are my two things.
You do both?
Yeah. I talk so much about shop. It's so funny to see, like, I like to accidentally shoplift. And then I point out how everybody does it.
Right.
And then
Please
finally.
explain. Please explain.
Well, the number one thing I point out is that, the first criminal in your life is your mother. Right? Your mother's the first one to introduce you into crime.
Right.
It happens when you're 13. You go to a Chinese buffet. Kids eat for free, 12 and under.
And you're 15.
Yeah, exactly. And you're told, hey, say you're 12. Say you're 12. That's the first. And the minute I say that, especially on Mother's Day, all the moms are like, oh, shit. That's us. I'm like, you initiated them.
Movie
they got
theater?
little chicken nugget tattoos for all
Movie
the free.
theater?
Movie theater?
Same thing.
Say you're 12.
You better say you're 12. You ain't getting in.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, Speedy. He said they got chicken nugget tattoos.
Yeah, little
for each
for all the
one.
buffets, for all the, And here's the thing: if any mom's pulling this scam, cut your kid in on the profit. That's how you keep the criminal. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You get a free buffet, give them a candy bar. Like, there you go.
I remember going to Magic Mountain, and I think it was 12 to get in free.
Right.
And me and my brother are clearly 15, 16.
Yeah.
My mother looked at us in the back of the car and if you want to get in, how old are you? 12. And I said, Mom, they're not going to believe. What did I just say? Oh, you going to be outside.
But we have a mustache.
And we got, and my man looked at me like, All right, y'all 12, both y'all twins. No, 12. My mama told me to say 12.
12. That's how you give it away because you look at your mom and say, so y'all twins? Mom?
See, but they need to talk about the accomplices that help your mama achieve the crime because they making $4 an hour. They don't give a fuck. Oh, you 12.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to deal with this. I'm just going to let it go through. Yeah.
Don't tell me, manager.
Not worth the hassle.
Nick in the building, stand-up winner. So you won get a trophy or a ring? Or?
No, I got a check.
Oh,
and a trophy
and bragging rights.
Oh.
I got
because you beat out like 100 losers.
What'd your parents think?
Oh, they've been happy that about my comedy career since I took one trip overseas.
Oh, okay.
Like anything is plus for them. They're like, oh, you saw another country? Perfect. That's all.
Okay.
That's it.
You're
anything past that, it's brand new to they're just huge about it.
What part of Texas you from?
South Texas, McAllen, Brownsville, Harlingen, south. Near the border, below 10 miles Houston, away. Okay. Yeah, way below Houston.
Okay.
By El Paso or something?
So, no, even more south. El Paso, but El Paso's a good example of it. Like
Are you
that
at the
close
bottom
to
of that
Mexico.
tip? At the bottom
of the tip.
By Jalisco?
Yeah, all the way down there.
So you saw another country when you went to Oklahoma?
Hilarious.
Basically. Yeah. I saw another country going to Dallas. I was like, what?
Wow. Wait, the water runs into the house?
Oh, my God.
Nice.
So, these are huge buildings. I remember Dallas, we took pictures of buildings, 5-story buildings, but we're like, whoa.
How do they get up there?
This is amazing. Who needs to be that high?
I wonder if they got a food court up there. All right, don't move. We'll come back. Got Nick in the building. Pronounce the last name again?
Guerra.
But you
can say Guerra.
You'll never get that one.
No
Is
middle
that
name?
war in Spanish?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Show your love for Nick War.
There you go.
Nick War. In Espanol.
So roll out show right here on the Foxxhole, Speedy and Friends, and I'll be
Speedy.
up in this.
Bitch. Pew, pew.
In the building we got.
Mark Howard representing.
In the building we got.
Aarona, the big booty bitch. Since that's what we listen to.
Jeez.
Glad we finally went there. I thought I said that. In the building we got.
Nick Guerra.
In the building we got.
Good morning, Jakarta. This is
Teeter. On the wheels of steel we have.
DJ always in your ears.
Nick's in the building. Comedian extraordinaire.
How
long you been doing stand-up, man?
I've been doing it for 10 years now.
Nice.
Gosh, you started when you was 12? What the fuck?
Yeah.
You look 13.
I'm 32. Thank you.
Now, explain the competition that you won and what was the process? How many rounds did you have to go? And all?
It was 2 rounds. Basically, we went up to San Francisco, took a road trip. People stood in line. I had an appointment. Mm-hmm. So we got to do the appointments. They got to do 2 minutes. The people in line got to do 1.
So it was an audition?
Yeah, audition.
He was a preferred audition.
It's the real last comic standing.
That's what that's called.
Basically.
So they put you in the room with all your comedian friends and competition, and you do 2 minutes in front of comedians, which is the worst.
Because they never laugh.
Exactly.
It's so dead in that room. It's them and the judges.
Well, they don't want to make you seem like you funny.
No,
we all compete. Nobody really wants you to win.
It's the worst. I did another showcase last night for Just for Laughs. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it was terrible. I hate performing for the industry.
Right. Those are the worst.
I hate that when they just sit there and they just look at like, oh, we know funny. Oh, do you really?
Right. Do you know what's
yes, we do. We have check.
What's pissed off about it? You get invited to a lot of those things. Like they don't just let everybody showcase for Just for Laughs and stuff. Right. So just to be there, you got to be doing something. But you get there and you just feel like you ain't shit.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
It throws you off the norm. That's
actually made it to Montreal. Look here.
Yay!
In our face.
Great.
Give me a high five. You
my bad.
All
That's
about
awesome,
Stay
man.
with me.
That's awesome.
How'd that go for you?
I didn't get a deal, but hey, that's not the point. I enjoyed what it is if you're listening, you go do that, and that gets you to Montreal Comedy Festival, which is very nice to experience. I had a great time when I was there. It felt like a meat market when you go.
Really?
Yeah, because where you perform at, there's a tall tower there, and all the agents and managers and showrunners are in those towers. So they're looking at the comedians and picking who, and you know if you did well because there's a lot of white guys standing around you, that you did fucking great. You were in there. If ain't nobody talking to you when you get off stage, you just kind of slide off to the side and go.
But see, even again, just to get to that festival, they don't. You gotta. We do preliminary showcases just to get there. You still got to be picked to go there. So that gotta really feel like shit.
Speedy made it seem like it was the Hunger Games.
It was. it felt that. I
the
felt,
audition for your talent.
Yeah,
Dude.
it felt like it did feel like that because
That's crazy.
Because I sit there and look and you see all these guys and whoever and they're doing notes and sometimes they're paying attention. Depending on who the act is, they'll focus. And if that guy does really well, and I did it the year that Terrell Watkins got his deal.
Go to last.
He was the only one that got a deal that year, brother-wise. And then they have a urban night that they don't talk about, but they talk about.
They don't do it no more.
Oh, they don't?
I heard they got rid of it. They used to do the Dirty Girls. The Dirty Girls of comedy was one of them.
This one, it was like, don't talk about it, but all the agents and managers was at this. It's a little club right there in Montreal. And when I tell you, the year I did it, Chris Rock hosted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Destroy. And then I got a chance to go up and did very well. And I got some stuff from that. Because if you don't do well at the other one, they slide you over to that one. And you can.
That one is
bring the
epic.
pain.
Isn't that where like D-Ray blew up and Corey and them?
Corey and D-Ray actually got their deal from Laugh-A-Palooza.
Wow.
Quiet as kept. They tried to say it was no, but they got the deals at Laugh-A-Palooza.
Shout out to Laugh-A-Palooza. They make stars.
Jay Fizzle.
You know, class of 2006 myself.
Yeah, you was.
Shut the hell up.
You guys are so accomplished.
You got the holding deal.
You got the holding deal. I ain't never get that.
It's almost done.
You see our Eagles
You
came out next.
auditioned for the taco truck. We work on the taco truck.
Right.
That's the difference, right?
We look more Mexican than
We
you.
distribute now.
To be honest, you guys would pull it off, man.
Hey, what you trying to say?
So are you writing? Are you doing thing with
Yeah,
like
you
a
know,
one-man
trying to
show?
write, trying to figure some things out. You know, I did 35 colleges this past 3 months.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
You applied?
Nice.
yeah, I applied.
You did NACA?
You got to tell it. Did you get it? You get it?
No, no. Have you ever performed for college kids?
Yeah.
Oh, they
They
not.
wave at you.
Yay.
Yeah, and they leave. They don't buy shit.
Look, millennials nowadays are the dorkiest, most nerdiest.
They don't do drugs.
They're trying to see how many followers you
You
got.
can't talk about abortion.
They sit there, they yik yak, they Snapchat you. They don't really enjoy the
Yik Yak, what is
performance.
Yik Yak?
Yik Yak is an anonymous app where basically if you're in a room with a ton of people that have Yik Yak, you can all talk shit about whoever's in the room
without them
knowing.
Ooh.
This is huge in colleges where they're just sitting there during lectures just talking anonymously, or they'll be at the airports talking about all the people walking through Yik Yak.
I thought you were just like, I thought that was a euphemism for just talking.
No, I found out about it by doing colleges, and I even
watch this.
called out, like, how many you yik yakking right now?
Nick,
They would stop.
This is how we vent everything here. John, do you know about Nick Nack?
Yik yak.
Yik Yak.
Yik yak. Yes, that is in fact. Yes, it's true. It's real.
You can put the mic to you, John.
Yes, and I was trying to get it done quickly. So I'm leaning
You
in.
trying to drink water out of a fountain?
That was pretty funny.
It sounds like he's more informative when he's down there, though. It sounds like he's being
like-
sneaky.
He's
like,
a thought
yes,
bubble.
it is.
He can
It is,
think better when he ducks down.
He was the thought bubble.
No, go ahead, John.
But no, college professors are upset by this because the kids are sitting there in class and then they are disrupting class by talking trash all the time.
Yeah, but yik
And it's
yakking.
called what
Yik
the
Yak.
fuck? So pretty much it's a way of talking shit about somebody. No one knows that's
Nobody
you.
knows.
So that make you a punk, really? You a chump?
No, yeah, that's what it is. Well, that is the millennials. They're all chumps. All of them are. They're so they're so liberal. They're conservative.
Wow.
They can't take any kind of like joke, you know, and any premise that kind of like just embarrasses them. They just shut down.
Dude,
They can't just be embarrassed. They can't just enjoy.
Nah.
The comedy.
Or relate. You know, I did a show one time and we were talking about Planned Parenthood. And I know, like my freshman year, I had like 6 homegirls that had been on birth control since they were 12, you know, in college. And I'm doing a show like Detroit somewhere. It's like a city. And it's mostly juniors and seniors in the room. And I said Planned Parenthood. They go, ooh. Like, ooh, bitch, how did you get past the first semester? What are you, ooh?
I'd talk to a couple in the audience. I'd be like, how long you guys been together? It's always 6 months, 8 months, you know, the most 2 years.
Right.
And then I was like, have you guys taken a shower together? And they all freak out. And I'm like, I could have said worse.
I usually do.
I could have said way
my
worse.
standard
Taking a
way.
shower's not that bad.
Way worse.
Exactly.
Do you wash up in the morning?
So you've done NACA, right?
Yeah, done
Okay.
NACA.
That whole audition thing is just like you just in like a little booth, and they hit you up,
and you
it's
shake hands. It's a lot of
like
shaking
the
hands.
industry shit too. It's like
The meat market. That's that too.
Yeah, and you figure out that so many college kids are cut off from social contact that if you just shake their hand, you immediately win them over.
Wow.
Because they're not used to that.
Right, exactly.
They're all behind their phones.
And I told somebody this. I went to New York to do a show, and I come down the lobby, and every single person, not just a few, every single person is looking and texting. No one's icon, no one's talking to anyone. And I just stood there for like 10 minutes and watched people not eye contact, not socialize with anyone, and just look at their phone and text.
Yeah.
And
Everybody
I'm
looking
like,
at their
what
phone.
the fuck is this world coming to?
Even in the cars, like there is advertising companies talking about the value of billboards because ain't nobody reading that shit. We all texting and driving.
I read an article where millennials hate making phone calls. They're not used to that. It freaks them out just getting on the phone with somebody and having to immediately respond to somebody.
Wow.
Without discussing it and figuring it out and trying to get the perfect text.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it freaks them out just to have a phone conversation.
Yeah, I kind of don't like talking to people. My bad. I'll text you. I'll sit next to you and text you. What you doing? Look at me like, Speedy? Yeah, answer the shit. Don't speak, motherfucker. Answer your phone. I have another friend that if you Johnny Mac, if you ride in the car with Johnny Mac, feathers, you cannot be on your phone.
I love Johnny. He
I'm
hates
on the
social
phone
media.
in his car, and he's like, Speedy, what you know? I'm on my phone. He's like, Speedy, you got to get off the phone. I said, why? I don't know what you're talking about. And I need to...
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can see his he's so serious.
It's my fucking phone. And he's like, no, if I'm on the phone talking to someone and he's in the car, he's like, I feel like that's fucked up that you holding the conversation and I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, Johnny, kill yourself.
Johnny is one of the people that can talk to you and always look like he 2 seconds away from beating your ass too.
In theory.
He keep the straightest face, but he look like 2 seconds away from I'm still on you. Like,
nobody has ever said that about me ever.
Hilarious.
Another role you can't go for.
They set me in for intimidating surfer. I was like, intimidating? I don't know.
What show is this? Hawaii 5-0?
They all got canceled. Every single. And when you lose an audition and the show gets canceled, you're so happy.
Oh my God.
You're like, that's right. You guys had no clue.
Right. Well, you don't want to see the show and then go, that's the guy.
I've seen that. I've seen the guy that's got an audition. His headshot, short hair. Show, long hair. I'm like, oh, where'd they get that idea from?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves' brother or cousin. That's you.
Yeah,
the next time Keanu Reeves get anything, they better call you first.
Bill and Ted's little brothers.
There you go.
So you're on the road, stand up. You said the next city is where?
Tempe this week, Denver next week. That's they're letting me headline my own week,
shit.
so I'm happy about that.
Nice.
Now, do you get to bring the middle opener, or
I'm not at that status yet. No, I don't get to decide. They have to bring people that actually bring people in. But if there's anyone in Denver that wants to go for free, use GREAT as the coupon code. You get in for free.
Hey,
there you go.
Now you're in. Oh, and then smoke weed. You smoke weed?
No, I don't. I'm a sober guy.
Shut the fuck up.
But I've been arrested for DUI for smelling like pot.
Wow.
Yep. Blythe, California. They did not believe that I was not
That's the last
pothead.
city in California before you get to Arizona.
So you got pulled over.
Got pulled over. My buddy was the stoner, had weed on him. He was the passenger. They gave me 8 sobriety tests and arrested me, took me to the sheriff's thing, gave me 8 more because it was apparent that I wasn't. Because you know how they really try to get you to admit. Just admit that you're stoned. Just admit. Just admit. And they try to act like friends.
And they'll tell you, you're like, dude, I'm fucking not.
I wish I was. I wish I knew how it felt. And they arrested me, mugshot, everything. Luckily, they put me in my own cell by myself. You know.
So Nick, wait a minute. They gave you 8 sobriety.
Yeah.
16 altogether.
Yeah. They kept 8 again. Yeah,
I said 8 in the field.
8 in the field, and then 8, and I failed. Sobriety tests are so tough. You know,
This is about equilibrium. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's all about following exactly each step. Go this way, count 10 forward, count 10 backward. I'm like, give me a Sudoku puzzle.
It's the pressure, right? It's the pressure.
I'll do that.
What is Sudoku?
The numbers, the number game.
It's in the back of a Southwest Flight magazine.
Let's move on.
Something that's not on your iPhone.
I said yesterday that for Black Latino, if you ever get pulled over and you hear those key words, can you step out the car? You don't never get back in. It's a wrap.
No, it's done.
Once they say, "Can you step out the car?" Fuck.
When they said, "Put your hands behind your back," I was like, "Oh." Yeah. And my buddy, who was stoned and drunk, who got possession, right, tried to film it all. And I was like, "Do not put this anywhere on the web. I don't need my mom seeing this tomorrow morning."
We're just gonna put these on you for our safety. We'll put you in the back of the car, and then it's cool for a minute. And then the other guys show up. When the other guys show up, well, let's just run him in and see what happens.
No, I got the in your face cop.
Oh, really?
Dude? Just admit it. Come on.
You're high, really? And I know it.
Yeah, I got that guy. But it turned out that it was his first time ever trying to stop somebody for and he was with a veteran cop, so he wanted to prove
the training day
could do it. Yeah, and we got a lawyer who luckily didn't charge us. He said if they would have taken you to court, I could have used your case against him in every single DWI, DUI. I would have ruined his career.
What?
Wow.
Because I was he got it wrong. So they could always present it like, well, if you're so right, how'd you get this wrong?
Right. Mm-hmm. Your judgment or your profiling,
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
8 tests?
Mm-hmm. You're a legend in the DUI community.
Yeah. You made history.
I know.
Police escorts straight through Blythe, huh?
That's why I stopped driving to gigs. I'm like, no, I'm not going through Blythe ever again.
Gotcha.
What kind of car?
Honda Civic Hybrid. Right. The pothead car.
I don't know. Pothead car, yeah.
John, you know anything about this, John? Yeah.
The pothead car. That's exactly what it is.
In the building. Nick, how do you say it again?
Guerra.
Nick War.
Nick War. No middle name?
Valentin.
Started.
Ooh,
started.
Yes.
Nick started war.
Nick started the war. Nick Valentin Guerra.
Nick, and you're Hispanic, or is it a Hispanic?
I'm Texan.
Texan.
Yeah, that's how proud Texas people are. I'm Texan.
Your own country.
You like Selena.
Love them Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
Texas.
How about them Cowboys?
Terrible, but I'm Texan.
So would you identify as Tejano? Is that what it is? Or
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But yeah, I would be the least representative of it. I'm VIP Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't bother me much when I come in or whatever.
Gotcha.
I tell sir, I went to El Pollo Loco because my fucking Spanish is the fucking worst.
Your English too.
Yeah, that's it. And I asked for black beans, and I'm in Culver City, so there's a line, white, black, purple, blue, pine. I said, let me get the black bean bowl. She said, negro bill? And I thought she called me a nigga. I was like, huh? And everybody behind me was like, oh my God. And she's like, no, negro beans. Black. Oh, okay, bitch. I thought you called me a nigga.
Negro frijoles.
I didn't know. I had never heard anyone say at the restaurant, negro.
Yeah.
Beans. Which are black
it's on
beans.
the can.
Which are black beans.
Yeah, well, they ain't never said it at the fucking
in front of your face.
Fast food. So you heard
that's not the offensive term for black people in Spanish at all.
What is?
Negro. Not at all.
Negro is like a servant,
they get
like a waiter.
Latinos get way too creative with offensive terms. You're like, oh, that's okay.
They can at least spare 3 syllables.
Wow.
All right.
When they told me what mayate is, I'm like, there's a little bug. Yeah. I'm like, wow, shit. Okay.
Are you eating on the mic? Fat motherfucker.
Does he look like
I'm eating a banana?
But he's getting potassium.
Yeah, but why are you taking it through your ass? That's
wow.
He is eating like a child molester.
Biting the middle of the banana.
The way he's sitting there like he waiting. She gonna be out any minute.
Nick, tell our fans again how they can follow you. And
you can follow me at Nick Comic on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, and Yik Yak, and all those things.
Yeah.
So now you're on Yik Yak.
No. I got way too many apps on my phone. I got a Samsung. It shuts down.
Oh, wow.
3 apps running, boom, it's done. It's out.
They be like, you got to delete something. Really?
You got to delete pictures that aren't there. On Samsung, like, I have nothing else in there.
Okay.
I just did the same thing. It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole. We'll take a break, come right back. Nick
Guerra.
I'm going to get it right. How about Negro? No, Negro. It's the Rollout Show. We are back in the building. Funny shit. Y'all need to have the cameras rolling. Yeah, you're right about the Hollywood thing, because my mom's always, why don't you just ask Jamie for some money? I said, well, I thought you forget shit. Don't you forget certain shit? We're calling. Why you just don't call and ask them? I was like, anyway, Mom. I wish you.
Well, it's funny when your family's like, "Hey, you want me to write to Ellen?"
Like you didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Like you just out here with no ideas.
You should get on that show. Yeah, it's like I'm turning the motherfuckers down.
Right.
The one thing one of my relatives asked me, which it made me realize how dumb they were, they asked me if I could get them 53 discounted tickets to see Kevin James.
Only 53.
Only 53.
Yeah.
And I was like, who do you think I am?
And why'd you think I cast that check? I haven't cast that check. Ah, man. But winning the competition is a great thing. I won the Barrier Black Comedy Competition.
Let's slide that in.
All right.
Slide that in. It was long.
It feels good to win, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was. Because one time I did it with somebody else, and I took second place, and I found out second place. Because, everybody wanted to talk to the person that won.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for the lady to come interview me, and she never came over. I was like, I have to win to get interviewed. They was like, yeah, pretty much. We only interview the winners.
You don't want to say who won? Hey, you changed me, baby.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx won. But that's not the point. The point is I'm here now. That's all that matters. Now, who's the runner-up?
For this?
NBC.
You know what? They didn't have a second place. They just had a winner.
Right.
Pass fail, baby.
Was LeVar Walker in the finalists in that group or no?
No, I don't think so. No.
So it's how many people standing out there? Like 10?
It was like 6, 7 other people.
And call one name?
One name.
So could you?
They didn't even call the name.
Right.
They didn't, you found out a month later.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah. What they do is they get people to come out to the competition, and they take the first 100 people unless you have an appointment. And out of that appointment, it's like 40 people with the appointments.
Yeah.
From that 140 people, they boil it down to 8 people out of that city that they did. And then they pick like 2 people per city to be the finalists.
And did you do more stand-up, or they just went off what they saw?
No, I did more stand-up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was when I was in front of a real audience that I could finally show them. That's kind of what you hope for. You're like, put me in front of a real audience.
Right.
Don't watch when real people react. Because guess what? That's what America is.
Yeah.
Real people.
Not this shit where you talk shit and don't nobody know you talking shit.
But they knew to put me on last on the show. I'm always last on every show.
Hilarious.
They're like, yeah, put him last. He's going to blow everybody out of the water.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
the shit.
It's fun. It's good.
Like everyone here is comics, comic writer, comic.
Alleged.
When did you know this is what you wanted to do?
That probably the first time I got a $25, like, here's $25. I'm like, all right. You know what? It's you're faced with this whole dilemma at one point where you're like, where you have to consider, am I going to put security and career? And a headliner told me, he's like, are you ready to put about 15 years into this? And I was like, I already put 5 years into terrible jobs.
Yeah, right.
And I was fired from all of those jobs.
Yeah, that's how you become a comic. You had to get fired
you're like,
from a whole lot of shit.
I'm done.
What was the best job you ever got fired from?
The best job I finally scored an office job with 4 white people.
Okay.
And benefits were on their way. I was like 10 days away from health benefits.
Wow.
And, we did little meetings. Everything was great. What I didn't know is that they were all talking about me in those little meetings.
Are you fucking up?
And they faced my desk to the window so that they could all watch what I was doing on my computer and stuff like that. And, I just, when I got fired from
what
that,
was the reason? What'd they say?
I was just a bad employee.
Oh, wow. Never here on time. The tacos are not here at all.
I showed up late,
Just can't believe he's not high.
I was just bad. I was like, okay, and that was like, this would have been a legit office job,
right.
dressing up finally, planning lunches. I took a nap in my car on lunchtime.
Yeah, sound like me.
I was that employee.
Okay.
God damn.
He's going to get a DUI soon, I bet.
Now, what was the job you quit?
The job I quit was manager at a movie theater. That's the one that I actually believed in. That's the one you were like, I could keep going, and I could be a GM and this and that. And the manager above me sat me in, and he said, I'm never going to promote you. I'm just going to let you know that we're never going to promote you. I don't see you ever. And that's when I was like, businesses don't care about their employees.
No,
and I
they
quit.
don't.
That's the first time luckily he told me that. Because you don't realize that you could put all these years into something, and if nobody cares, They're like, all right, see you later. You're like, oh, that can happen.
Right.
At the movie theater.
And they don't tell you that, like, you be a part of a company that downsizes, your job goes away, and it's like, oh, but these bills didn't. What the?
Yeah.
But that'd
So
be
being a
funny for
manager at a movie theater, are you in charge of the popcorn and all?
Pretty
that?
much,
Yeah.
yeah. I was in charge of the popcorn, selling tickets, things like. Yeah, I was like an assistant manager.
Okay.
One time they would just leave me alone, and I'd go clean everything. I'm Mexican, man. We did everything.
I heard
And
that.
they really, like, I was like, oh, I'll clean and I'll cut tickets and I'll go and make popcorn. And
You're trying
I
to help
figured out
out,
the
yeah.
right schedule. And
Right.
then, yeah, we're never going to promote you. I'm like,
Crazy.
Yeah, he saw you doing all that great shit. Like, let me let him know this ain't
And
this
that's-
ain't gonna pan out for you.
And
babe.
that's when I started stealing.
Juji fruits.
And what did you take? What did you take?
Money. I took money. I was like,
Nigga,
all right, we're going
gangster.
to fill out how to take this money then. Yeah, I'm going to slip a 10 every now and then. I was like, that's it. I'm
They
done.
gonna do the drawer. Only 10 people came to the movie. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
only 10. I'm going to make sure to keep all these extra coupons, get everything out. Boom, got myself an extra $65.
Your mom's like, my son is doing so well at this job.
Everybody was under 12.
Who knew?
No, but see, wouldn't that be great? Now this guy is still working at the theater, and then he has to put the posters up of one of your movies.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping.
Oh, you can't wait to go back there, huh?
Yes.
I can't wait. Do a promo tour. Hey, how's it going?
Right.
Again,
You know we're never going to use your theater.
tell them how to reach you, man, and follow you. And
Follow me at Nick Comic. You can find me online, nickguerra.com. But Nick Comic, everything. You know, Instagram, Snapchat,
Steal
Tinder, all that stuff.
I used to steal it in the drive-thru. Anything over 20 went in my pocket.
Oh man,
$20 bills I kept.
still like crazy back in the. I was like, you know what?
was
I'm
my
figuring
shit.
this out.
It's the Rollout Show. We'll be back with Troop Talk. Thank you for hanging out with us, Nick.
Thank you for having me.
Nah, man. Anytime. Just don't steal shit. We are back.
Well, hello, Speedy.
Welcome to the Purple Lung.
All right, go ahead.
Who is this?
What? Infidel. Viz Cartel.
Who?
Viz Cartel.
Viz Cartel. All right.
My man, Buju Banton is in there.
It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole. We are back. Arana, I saw you taking pictures over there.
I sure was.
Appreciate it.
So,
Shout out to Zumba, huh?
so can you please post those pictures for our fans or for the truckers?
I sure will.
The
And
truckers.
what jeans are you wearing? What jeans are those?
These are just regular
No way.
Ross jeans.
How's your waist that small, man?
My mama did it. My mama was okay pre-kids. My mama was shaped the same way. I seen the pictures. So, but in recent years, I've been on top of my fitness. So.
Do you find that white girls will run up to you like, oh my God?
Everybody does.
my God,
Black girls,
Becky.
white girls, Latino girls, Asian girls.
Oh, your ass look like Godzilla.
Like everybody. My ass look like Godzilla. Do it with the accent again. That was hilarious.
When did you come to grips that, okay, I got to ask? And because I know for some
13.
women that could be very, like, really, that's all you're going to talk about?
When did I come to grips with, ooh, I have this? Or when did I decide that, you know what, it is what it is?
It is what it is.
Probably about 25.
Okay.
It was just like, I didn't, because even in grade school, I knew that it was a little different and stood out because we were all in uniforms and everybody used to say something about it. And then high school, you know, whatever. So by the time college happened and it was over, it's like, dude, I'm in the real world. I'm an adult. I'm old enough to be somebody mama.
Because I must say you do embrace it more so than I think most women would probably be like, okay, enough, motherfucker. Like
I used to feel that way.
We had a comedian come in here, big titty girl. I forgot her name.
So did I.
And,
Big titty girl.
Yeah, and I made she's a comic. So I'm like, oh, you got some big old. That's not what I'm here for just because I got a big titty. I'm like, bitch, this will be your last day.
See, but you know what, though? And this is real. As a woman, right, you're not really used to having to embrace it because people always try to, you know, objectify you and shame you about it. For instance, my mom was the first person that made me aware of my appearance in a way that would shame me. You shouldn't be wearing that because you got that shape, You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it took me to go, man, screw that. First of all, it took a 50-year-old gay dude to make me embrace it because he was like, honey, if you got it, you got it. Because one day you're not going to have it and you're going to be mad that you ain't embraced
Good
it.
advice, Speedy.
So there's hilarious. So there's a young lady listening to the show, or a parent that has a daughter.
Yeah.
That either has a really big chest or nice shaping
Shape.
body. What would you tell her to say to her?
Embrace it because you didn't do anything anything wrong. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Your parents had sex, and that was your genes. Just look at it like you're blessed. People gonna marvel at it. They're gonna make comments about it. I mean, sometimes people just need to categorize somebody. I mean, we talk about Kevin Hart because he's short. And the more he embraces being short, the more you like him. But think about him being that short and people saying something about it. He go, I'm short. Like, that would be whack.
Right.
So I can't be that
How'd
way.
your dad handle all the dudes? And
My dad light skin. It is what it is.
he pimping. Say, little bitch, my daughter, come here.
My dad, my dad always had high self-esteem. So his whole attitude is, of course. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You mine.
That's
Who you
my
think
daughter.
genes you got?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
You got me in you. You're going to be all right. That's his saying. You got me in you. You're going to be all right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, because I didn't want to make it seem like, because you are a very funny comedian and you're smart as a motherfucker, as you have already proven. You read way better than Mark.
One of the reasons why I fuck with you, Speedy, is because even from the first time I met you, you never have taken away from me the fact that I'm funny. And I appreciate that.
What's up?
Most people would undermine it.
Well, just to keep it
Is
real.
this an afternoon special?
You know what, Teeter? This ain't about you today. Picnic basket shirt. You be quiet.
Just to keep it real, I was trying to, but anyway.
You know what? I'm
Troop
gonna
talk.
punch you.
It is time for troop talk.
Way to turn on me.
Picnic table. It is time for troop talk with Mark Howard, who served in the armed forces.
ROTC.
Shopping mall, whatever.
Well, you got to put the time in now. I was in the.
No, give our fans your qualifications.
No, I was in the U.S. Army Reserve.
Reserve.
Yeah. Hey, they're the first to go over when the war is called.
Did you go?
No.
My point exactly.
He was on the color guard.
But no, they are
Color guard.
Color guard.
I'm in the purple line.
Purple stripes, purple stripes.
When soldiers cry.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Color guard attention.
No, on the real, which you didn't know, and I didn't find out until after I was in basic, that when an official war is declared,
Yes.
they call on the reserves, not the active duty personnel. They call on the reserves, National Guard, and then after that pool, they go to the active duty.
Because you guys are always ready.
Always ready to go once a month and for 2-week training, in that point.
What made you do that? What made you?
Honestly, I was in college. I wanted to save up money for a car. That was it.
Instead of working.
I was going to college. I went, a good friend of mine, was in the Army for
Okay,
a number
nigga, do
of
your
years.
story.
You went to
And-
Spelman?
And he was recruiting. He was recruiting Langston University, biatch.
Light Skin University.
Yeah, that too.
He went to Howard.
And he basically he was showing us about it. So I went to basic for that summer. The money I made saved up enough money for me to put down for a car, and the money I was making being in the reserves paid for my car note.
Okay, so go to your story.
Nothing to do with war.
And it's good training. I think everybody
Good discipline.
Like the Soviet Union had made. So when you turn 18, you had residing over there and they're away from their home in America. A shout out to Don Barnhart Entertainment. It was a booking agency has booked comics and entertainers to go over and perform.
Oh, beautiful.
For the troops, and we've done that, Speedy. I've done that myself.
Okinawa.
Ron, have you been overseas and done for the?
Not yet. Call me.
It's a great experience, and I mean the thing is that they don't get us at home. They get the AFN, but they get stuff late. Like you watch a football game, they get the football game the week later. Okay, or you got to get up 4 or 5 o'clock that morning. Thank you. I had to get 4 or 5 o'clock that morning just to catch the football game, things like that. So they don't get everything on time. So they get a lot of things that's late. They get a little bit of what's going on here. They don't get everything. And for us to come over there and perform, they see a little bit about us. They treat you like a star. They're very, very thankful for you coming out and performing. And
with that, I'll piggyback on that. I was in Okinawa,
yeah, been there.
And so I get to the base, and you get there early, so you get to meet some of the guys that's there. So I meet this dude. He's like, "Hey, I seen you on TV," and I'm looking at him going, "What you doing on this base?" My cousin is Samora, and he's going back and forth. I'm like, "Okay." I said, "You coming to the show?" He's like, "I'll be at the show." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I get to the show. They call me out, and dude is in the front row with a sign that said, "Hey, Speedy." He wrote a sign and said, he stood up, "Hey, Speedy," and I went, yeah, all right, cool. And I had a great time. I'll tell you this though, performing for officers is different.
Yeah,
because you have to do when you get on the bases, you do the regular enlisted, and they're happy. They're so happy you came to their little part of where it is. They're ecstatic. They can't wait. It's packed. But you have to also do the officer clubs. Yeah. And so I did the Air Force base, and Air Force officers are just the most arrogant motherfuckers in the world. Like Top Gun, that's real shit. So we had to do their room, and we're over there, and I'm telling they're not listening to us. They don't care. They're just that if those other guys have the show, we should have it too, for whatever fucking reason. Right. And I'm standing there going, yo, you guys know I'm actually doing some stand up here. If you guys, and they were like, whatever, man. You gonna do your fucking show, do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I mean, like for the Air Force, to be in the Air Force. And especially be a pilot, you got to have a college degree. These guys are always highly educated, so they're up on their own. They feel themselves.
Yeah,
and they're officers, and they,
I think what's the Air Force base out in?
Kadena Air Force Base in Okinawa.
Yeah. What? And no, the one in Korea. I went to the one Osan. That's the one I did. And but the good thing about this, comics, if you're listening, definitely hit up. What is it again? Mark?
Don Barnhart Entertainment.
So if you want to go to work for the troops, very good people to work with. Some other people too as well. But I was able to buy a lot of stuff there. Yeah. I bought silk sheets, which apparently you ain't supposed to sleep on.
Is this about you or about Troop Talk?
No, I'm just telling the benefits if you do go.
Well, yeah, I mean, for us as comics going over there,
it's a good
in
thing.
Korea, a lot of the things that we buy over here, the starters,
very cheap.
all you can get the silk stuff like that. They shop. It's very cheap.
You can get it from where it's originally made from.
Right, exactly. You spending $20, it's the original swap meet as far as I'm concerned. In that sense, but
now the Jordan, the ball is in the other hand, but it's still a Jordan.
Right. Well, no, don't buy the Nikes over there.
Yeah, don't buy the Nikes.
You're gonna
Jordan is left hand.
But what you save on the other stuff. He didn't play for the Bulls. He played, but anyway. But going over there again, him having that and providing that entertainment for the troops is invaluable to them.
Yeah.
They really treat you great. They're there after you do the meet and greet after the show. They're shaking hands. They want your autographs.
If you're listening to the show and you're a singer or whoever, again, you could probably. Is there's other companies? He just so happened to say, which was it again?
Don Barnhart.
Yeah.
Don Barnhart. It's BARNHART Entertainment. You can look for him for booking. I've worked with my man Kenny Hill.
Yeah, Kenny
Pacific Entertainment. Daniel Dugar is not doing it anymore. He turned me on to a particular promotion group.
So if you're an entertainer and you want to go over to perform for the troops, because they love seeing us there. They love just that connection of seeing someone from the States.
But you've done just Asia, right?
Yeah, I did Okinawa, Korea, Japan. And then you make your way back to Hawaii, which is kind of
right.
Do the
No,
bases.
I've done
Hickam Air Force Base.
Yeah, Hickam. I've done Afghanistan, Iraq, the Balkans, basically, which is Sarajevo and Kosovo and Bosnia. Very interesting, different kind of vibe there with that. Right. Yeah, because they're at wartime. Yeah,
True Talk with Mark Howard.
Can you go perform for ISIS?
You trying to get him killed?
Yep, pretty much.
It ain't gonna be no trying.
As soon as he come on there, that Akbar Ali, that's over here.
I sent my stuff. They asked for TDP to come with me. So.
Your comedy is Allah's will.
Show you the guy performing right before you. Show your love for Tick Tick Boom. Tick Boom. This will be his last show.
Welcome to Club Detonator.
Who is the headliner? We're going to have his head soon.
Oh my
God. Go outside and be nothing but backpacks. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to be here. Too many backpacks on the ground. That's crazy shit, dude. Not funny.
And not even super military. They get
hilarious.
Man. They cutting civilians' heads off, dude.
Ooh.
Hey, man.
Sad.
Straight up.
War.
I'm going to tell you something, too.
No.
The people that work over there, I'm saying the people that work over there that are...
Where's John?
Part of the company that works to serve the troops, stuff like that over there, they're making a good amount of money over there. It's a good job. People go there for a year. They're making almost $100,000 tax-free. They don't spend until they
So
get...
you stole on them now.
No. It's a legitimate.
You snitched on everybody over there.
Those who are not in the military.
I'm just saying, right now, they're listening to the show going, this month.
Speedy, stop. There are jobs that are provided for those who are able to go over there and serve. They do
you just
clean up and stuff like that.
It's a gardener over there with one lawnmower making $100,000 and you just snitched on
You told him about tax-free.
Right.
Now they finna tax his ass.
Good work for the people over there.
Whoa.
Opportunity.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
No, we're not saying that.
Okay.
If you're over there fighting, we got your back. Because that's why we're here.
That's just a 70s jam.
It's a 70s jam. Anyway.
You get listened to by the
It's a rollout show right here. Thank you, Mark.
Yes, our armed forces and ROTC.
So we love those brothers.
I'm saying the Armed Forces Network carries on SiriusXM, right?
Yeah, but I think ISIS wants to see you perform.
Personally.
I think I'm a little busy at the time. Whichever date they want.
He got an audition on Saturday.
I think they want you to come audition for them. You want me to read the boom part? Yeah, read the boom part. Because that's when everything happens.
Cut him from the neck up.
Save the ass.
You guys are hilarious. You should have like a radio show or something.
He has the ass of a young beetle.
Mark, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. I want you to get killed.
Wow, really? Wow.
I don't. Y'all want him to get beheaded.
Y'all do wear the same size jeans. He's a 40 in the hips, too.
He working on it.
That's what Tiffany said. Tiffany said she said Mark got ass. You know when a girl say you got ass.
Man, Amber Rose, step aside.
Wow.
Mark Howard is on the case.
Mark Rose.
Mark Khalifa.
Not only is he a comic, he has ass. Come on, troops, show your love for Derriere.
Hi, guys. He's going to be coming out to Back It On Up.
Yeah. If y'all didn't laugh, nobody else would.
No, they're laughing. John's laughing. That's all that matters. He tried to hold it in, but
if John's laughing, it's a great day.
It's a great day.
It's a great day. A lovely day.
So is Troop Talk?
Yeah, it's done.
Are we closing this?
We are closed. That segment is a wrap.
It's been ass talk for a second.
Well, it was your ass talking. So. Thank you, Mark, for that, man.
Yeah,
we appreciate you filling in for Lourdes. We didn't know if you could handle that.
I try, man.
Yeah, you tried. Anyway, I got in trouble, so I'm just going to throw that out there. My wife hit me up, and so now I got to deal with this shit when I get home.
You're not a man, Speedy.
I'll be on the couch.
No more pussy.
Why would you put yourself on the couch?
I'm not going to be on the couch. I'm going to the couch to watch TV.
I don't know why you thought that was going to work. You couldn't get the little kid to go upstairs.
Exactly.
It's a Rollout Show. We'll be back. Don't move. Sucker.
This Big Trade E from the East Siders. And if you ain't banging the morning show, you gonna fuck around and get chased.
This song right goes out to Mark Howard.
That drop go out to Speedy. Speedy about to go home and get chased.
Wow.
So when this video came out,
shout out to Trey D.
Aarona, when this video came out, you know you should have been in this video, right? And Goldie
I
Lowe.
was on the pom-pom team when this came out.
The pom-pom.
We made a whole dance to this for the
So how
homecoming
many?
dance.
Can you do the dance?
How many Martin Luther King parades do you have under your belt?
That's hilarious. Only one.
What? Oh, wow.
Can you do the dance for us?
No.
Well, people gonna look on the internet and see you do the
You're
dance.
being very misogynist
No.
right now, really. Yeah.
I already did.
You got
took
shit to
the-
deal with already.
I already took the look back at it picture. Y'all being greedy.
Well, that's what usually happens. You got a 40-inch waist. You gotta get.
We should put Mark's ass and her ass together and see if they can guess which one this is.
I'm a lose.
You gonna lose? Wow, as a woman says that.
Mark, you got some thighs high.
It is what it is, nigga.
He packing. It is what it is.
Wow.
Embrace
In
it.
the back, that's fucked up. Not where it counts.
So at a boy's bathhouse, he's on fire.
Oh, look at that ass there. A young Guerrero.
Man.
Ooh. Since this song is on, happy birthday, Tony Hawk, Steve Smith, Mark Foster, and the beautiful Kim Fields. Happy birthday.
Today's their birthday.
And Ving Rhames. Happy
Ving
birthday. Ving Rhames. Ving,
What
Ving,
up,
Ving.
Jody? I don't like his commercial. I think it sends the wrong message.
Oh, here you
Which
go.
commercial is that?
He has a commercial where he's a security company, and he's the black dude on the lawn securing the house.
What is that?
And then the two white burglars show up, and they see him and run away. I feel it's just,
That's reality.
Yeah.
so we that scary?
Yep.
He is.
Who are the security at the swap meets?
Brothers.
Thank you.
It's a
Because
job.
we run shit.
It's a job.
We steal shit and run shit at the same time.
Ain't nobody running if you security speed.
Right.
You can't get a little 6-year-old boy to go upstairs. All right, well, it's a great commercial. My bad, Vin. Great commercial. It's time for Artist Spotlight.
Wow.
Who do we got here, Tia?
Hey, man, we got that song, Bounce That Ass. Met a young lady.
Not for you, Mark. So,
It's
my
just-
favorite song. I love it.
Met a young lady who introduced me to a young man, and I gave her Tip's number, and this is now it's in fruition right here. So, Bounce That Ass. Mike Smooth with the A through E click. This is the artist to watch right here. Mike Smooth. A through E click. Los Angeles.
All right, that's a cool song right there. Once again, that is who?
That is Mike Smooth in the A through E click with the song Bounce That Ass.
Is there a way for the fans to reach out to him if they want to see what other music he has? Teeter?
Speedy caught me off guard with
Sorry
that.
about that.
You gotta give it DJ always. He's in charge of the music.
Get your research up.
Hilarious.
Bounce That Ass does have a point. No pun intended.
Still into my ass, ain't you?
No. All right.
Right now, we've got Tracy Murray,
NBA
world champion with the Los Angeles Lakers, UCLA alum, Tracy Murray.
Used to be a Bullet.
What up, what up, what up?
What it do,
Hey.
light skin Supreme?
Hi, Tracy.
Roll out.
Roll out.
Hey, Tracy, just to make that clear, because Trace texted me, I said he was biracial. He isn't, I assume, because I had a picture with his family there. His mom is.
So you don't really know him?
His mom is really just very light skinned, like my mom. So he's all
Come on,
black.
man. Hey, you got that, that Lake Charles, Louisiana up in there, man.
He's all Negro.
Now, you heard what I was talking. You know I got in trouble, so my wife texted me, so now I'm just going to be motherfucker when I get home. But I just felt like, you have kids. You have boys, girls?
I have a boy and 2 girls.
So when you and your...
And my boy is 10 years old. What you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I got a 10-year-old too. So when you talking to your wife or your girl, whoever it may be, and the kids in the room, you tell them to leave, right?
I don't tell them to leave. I watch what I say around them.
Okay.
The thing about it is I make sure, because he comes down here and he has strong opinions, because you can tell with a kid, if he's not with you all the time. My son, he stays with his mom. So you can tell when he has an opinion. You can tell that he has a voice in his house. So he comes down there. There was one time me and my wife having a conversation, and he damn near finished the sentence. So I'm like, yo, do you pay bills around here?
Yeah.
Go in another room. Don't talk when grown people are talking. Go in another room right now. We're talking about something.
Now, have you had this where, and the other part I'm adding on to that is, like, her kids, well, they're my kids as well, I guess now, is that they'll ask her where you going and when you coming back home.
No, I don't get that one. Because my son can care less. He's trying to get on a Minecraft game, and he's cool. He don't care. He don't care. He's not, you can ask Mark. He don't even follow me to the gym.
Oh, wow. Now, does he play ball or no? A little bit?
No, he doesn't play. He doesn't play at all. He has no interest. So I told him, I said, look, your mama got a scholarship running track at Cal. Your stepfather got a scholarship playing football at Cal. Your stepmama got a scholarship playing hoop at Pitt. And your daddy got a scholarship playing hoop at UCLA. Daddy didn't have to pay for his scholarship or pay for school, so you better get cracking. Or else, unless mama got a plan on paying for college, I'm not doing it because I have to pay for my own.
Words of wisdom.
There you go.
But here's another thing. He's a smart kid. He just needs to get his grades up because he's very intelligent. He's smart in what he wants to be smart in. He has selective intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, when they want that video game. That's when they want that video game, they get them grades up.
He's tall.
He wants to be a computer programmer, and I believe he can do it. He's that much into computers.
Okay, definitely. Now he's tall. You think he's going to be tall as you?
He's 6'7". He's gonna look like John Sally on Bad Boys. He's gonna be a 6'10".
Hilarious.
With the glasses.
Now you've been watching the finals, man. let's just say Golden State gets past Memphis, and the Clippers get past Houston.
They're going to.
Who do you have in that game?
Boy, Steph Curry loves to cut up Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I would have Golden State in that game. Even though the Clippers are playing a lot better, they're playing like a championship team right now.
Yes.
I just don't. I think free throw shooting eventually is going to catch up with them.
You know, and that's a big subject, Tracy. Come on, talk to us. I know you're a shooter. You shoot free throws very well. Everybody's arguing. I listen to all these other sports shows. They're hating on the hack. Now, DeAndre Jordan has started with the so-called hack-a-shack, and they want the NBA to change the rule. I think they should just leave it alone.
Me too.
No, leave the rule alone and work on your game.
Yeah, you
because when it comes down to it, you're getting millions of dollars to do one thing: play basketball.
Amen.
Work on your game. So why don't you perfect? If you're not good at something, why aren't you working on that during the off season? You should be doing something. And besides taking vacations, yeah, you can take a vacation, but you know when it's time to get it.
One's complaining don't have a talent in their body, and they're like, well, it's hands. And at the end of the day, I think you're taking the who can't shoot free throw much. Hey, we don't have to worry about you trying to shoot free throw. You know, let somebody that can really shoot. Tracy Murray come shoot these. When in the years, my son 1 years old, so we'll be looking for, he's 10 years old. Hey, you got to work to make them free throw shots. You don't know which one of those shots going to either help you win the game or help you lose the game.
They only changed one major rule back in the day, and that was dunking, and they changed it back. And that's because Kareem was so dominant. They had to change the rule. But that was the best thing that happened to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because nobody can get to that. Everybody and he became a better shooter.
You don't have to really foul, don't even make the layup.
Speedy, you going to take that?
Well, this is his last day, so he got to get the best.
Theme song going all day for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's out of here. Now, you got Chicago and Cleveland. Who you got tonight?
Oh, I got Chicago. Right
Yes.
now. I just, they're playing that much better. Cleveland, without Kevin Love, is tough, man. They lost a big piece with Kevin Love going down. J.R. Smith, those 2 games without him, now they got to get chemistry with him being back. They barely won the last game. That's a tough series for Cleveland to get out of.
And Tracy, man, our boys, man, I know you used to play for the Bullets, which is now the Wizards, man. We don't have Wall, man. It's going to be tough, dude.
It is. He uses his left hand a lot.
Yeah.
So, he's a guy that's going to be constantly in attack mode, attacking the basket. Now you got Bradley Beal attacking the basket, being that guy, but it's like he's on the ground too much. You need him to do his regular game. You don't need him playing the John Wall role too.
Right.
And he's overextending himself, and I think he's going to be tired by the end of the series, man. And Paul is doing a lot. Paul Pierce didn't ask to be the second leading scorer on the team right now. He's trying to ride off into the sunset. Yeah, he rested early to be ready for this point, but he's doing a lot for them. When is Nene going to step up? When is some of these guys that got these big contracts going to step up?
Gortat. Hey, tell me what you think about what Paul Pierce said in response to Schroeder talking about his shot was lucky when he made that bank shot. Did you hear about what he said?
No, I didn't hear what he said.
He said that he don't really know. He's young. He don't know all the 16 years, 17 years I've been doing this. He said he probably used to play with me on 2K when he was growing up.
He probably did play with him on 2K, but you know what, Paul? That was a lucky-ass shot.
Now, Trace.
Anybody banking straight on, as Derrick Rose, his was lucky too. Anybody banking the shot straight on with a hand in their face, you're not trying to bank that shot. If it goes in, you play it off like that's what you're doing. Everybody's, throwing up the little celebration 3-point signs after that goes in. I couldn't even celebrate after that.
Wow. You'd be like, damn, I made that.
The only time I shoot a bank shot is on a bank shot angle. If I'm shooting or a horse game where I'm trying to get somebody out.
Right.
Now, Trace, you sound like you should definitely be on one of the sports channels. You're commentating the game. You ever thought about that?
Well, I do it with UCLA. I've been trying to make moves and do different other things. One move that I made that I'm happy to be a part of now is I'm on the Ball Alive show on Yahoo Sports. So
sweet.
I'm a new member on that, and we're on from 5 to 7 Tuesdays. So we have a show this evening on West Coast time. So it's 8 to 10 on the East Coast, and And I'm just happy to be on that show and talk basketball, talk what I know, watch the, really pay close attention to the playoffs and be able to break it down. And we don't just talk NBA, we talk college. We're going to have Shaka Smart on later on. He got that job down in Texas. And just to see
Good
how
for
he's
him.
adjusting to that. Hey, I wish UCLA could have gotten him, but I don't think he would have been able to really do his thing there because it's still a level of control that comes in over there. And he's a young coach. But I think Texas is perfect for him. The alumni are going to shovel out that money for the program, and he's going to still be able to get his type of player down there.
And that's a good thing. Now, tell people how they can follow you, or if they want to check out the show, what do they need to do?
At Real Tracy Murray on Twitter, and I'm going to have to get the number later on so people can call in, and I'll put it on my at Real Tracy Murray Twitter so people can call in and we can chat about the playoffs.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man. And
World
hopefully
champion.
y'all can hire Mark because this is his last day, so he'll have to find something to do tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
You didn't say you'd hire me, don't trade.
hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
No, man.
You guys are family, man. I listen to you guys whenever I'm in the car, man. And I have a good time with listening to you guys. You guys keep me in stitches.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
World
Tracy Murray, world champ with the Lakers, right?
Yes, sir.
Damn.
And another fact, Bounce That Ass, Mike Smooth in the Click has over 50,000 views on YouTube, and it's available on iTunes, Amazon, MP3, and Spotify, and other digital stores and online radios.
That was our spotlight artists that we played a little minute.
Mike Smooth in the A through E Click.
Take a quick break, come right back. I love cutting you off.
That's good. Same thing your wife said.
DJ always.
This is Ed Sanchez, and you're listening to the Rollout Show with Speedy Friends. They're the funniest people on the radio, yo.
But not below. All right, great show. Let's give a big round of applause to our guest that showed up, Nick. How do you say his name?
Guerra.
Very funny comedian. Make sure you're checking him out. Follow him. We'll post some of his stuff on our website, right? SpeedyandFriends.net. And big shout out to our call-in guest last minute. Mark hooked that up. Tracy Murray.
World champion.
Called in. Appreciate that. He's on the road, listens to the show all the time, just like we know all you guys do. And we appreciate all our fans. Maybe you don't get a chance to call in, but do appreciate the fact that you take the time to listen to us for 4 hours and that you enjoy the show. Mark Howard.
Comedian Mark Howard. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, Comedian Mark Howard, and follow me on Instagram. I Make You Laugh 1.
Impossible.
Aarona Lopez. Follow me on Twitter and IG. That is at Aarona Diva, AARONA DIVA. Wildin' Out Season 7, June 10th, MTV2. Check it out.
A.K.A. Lizzie Borden.
AKA ladies' names that start with L.
A young man that takes all our pictures, posts all of our social media. Very talented photographer. If you need somebody, you got kids and coming up for proms and baby pictures, here's the guy you want to call, and this is how you reach him.
KSDGphotography@gmail. Get at me, and on all social media is KSDG Photography.
And you get all your pictures.
Speaking up loud.
Well, he's a professional.
I'm a professional. Holla at me.
And you get all your pictures the same day.
I do videos too, so we get into that. Pictures are getting a little bit boring, so let's get these videos going.
Ooh, pictures are getting boring.
It's getting more confident week to week.
Wow.
Teeter.
TDP Mr. 123 Knox, baby. Teeter is on Twitter. And the DJ Always is always with a Z, always is on Twitter as well.
I need that countdown. I can't see shit. It's your boy Speedy is funny. That's Speedy IZ funny on everything. Or you just go to Comedian Speedy on Facebook and follow me there.
You can see
again, if you want to know what we have going on, go to our webpage, which is speedyandfriends.net. And if you want to go to Palm Springs, they just go onto the site. There's a special way you can do it. You can hang out with us on our floor. DJ Always will be partying and spinning on that floor.
And if you're a kid and you want to see Speedy talk to his wife with adult conversation, his address is...
And if you have your discount rate hotel, Speedy might need a room for the week.
Soft.
Speedy-ya!
Hysterical.
We'll be making use of that shit tonight.
HOTWIRE, baby, hot wire.
So did you learn anything by the topic today? Are you going to handle it a little different?
Learn not to say this shit on the radio.
Right.
Not to bring my personal shit to this raggedy mouth.
Well, your personal life is life. Yeah, to an extent. And other people are dealing with that as well. That's why we have some good calls.
You know how I feel about this? I feel this way. But not for long. Oh, okay. You might be
Get it, Speedy.
with someone else, but I still see that you want to fuck with a nigga like Speed. Oh, never need no one else. Because I know you know I'm going to be like, I told you so. You saw that, didn't you?
I did.
Now here's the remix. What's the remix?
Cause I still see that you sleep on the couch like Speed. For me, no one else.
Daddy, why you down there?
His wife, I said, I told you so.
Again, we'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Weird Wednesday. We're going to have Hecka will be in the building. Well, she'll be on the phone.
Activated.
And Zoe will be in the building to do your astro read.
His hunger scope.
To do all that.
Nice.
That's tomorrow. We have comedian Theo Vaughn will be here. And
Sweet.
And Rashad Jennings will be in the building.
Good
So
morning,
it'll be a great
Tonga.
show. Till tomorrow, who we got coming up next?
Hey, shout out to Kanisha. Kanisha, please get well with that knee.
And don't forget, Tori Hart will be hanging out with us as well.
And we still love you, Lourdes, too. Get back when you can. Foxxhole Tuesday, midday mix. DJ Fat Fingers.
Ran out of air in your air.